Sorry,
Okay.
Jay. Go
I
ahead.
promise we're not children.
You cannot
Okay.
break me. Me no
At least I
laugh.
am not.
All right. Okay. Deep breath. All right, boys. Intro to campaign. There was a time when kingdoms were ruled by gods. People flourished, kingdoms grew. Cities thrived, and most importantly, there was peace across the realm. But then gods started disappearing from the kingdoms. One by one, leaders disappeared until Baalam's ruler, Ioun, fell. She was the last, and in those moments is when all the kingdoms fell. Wars broke out. There was fighting across the land, and not only beasts but aberrations were attacking the common folk. Most of the cities also fell to this cataclysm. It has now been 800 years since the event known as the Fall of Kingdoms. The people have survived and rebuilt. The cities were the focus, and defenses were built against the now spreading wildlands. Now, in southern Purine territory, deep within the wildlands, there's a castle town that is in danger. Our adventurers, Odir, the Elven Ranger, as played by Yetiman, Valkorion, the Dampier Warlock, as played by Elking, 99, Yagrat Anvilbelt, the Dwarven Cleric, as played by Wolfgang 832, Eamon Drakengard, the Human Fighter, as played by Grey Exile, Anarchus, the Tiefling Bard, as played by Thieving Wolf, and Ire, the Tiefling Fighter, as played by Ron 999, are meeting for the first time in a tavern just a day's travel north from the castle town of Solposte. I am the Dungeon Master Jay, otherwise known as Jesus Knee. Welcome everyone to my homebrew campaign, After the Fall.
All right.
Whew.
I'm excited.
I practiced
Also, you
that.
got El King's name wrong. It's El King 93, not 99.
Is it?
Nitpicking.
I'm an asshole!
Joy.
Now, Ire, you are walking up to a small settlement. It has maybe 6 or 7 buildings in it. Seems like whoever tills the fields around you would live here. You see a downtrodden old tavern. The sign is swinging in the wind. The last stop, it says. You open the door and see that the tavern is pretty full. There's a dwarf in the corner. He is reading a book and drinking some wine out of a fancy glass. Another tiefling is sitting against the bar with a lute, strumming slowly and singing softly. You look down the bar and there is what looks to be a human hunched over the bar having a drink himself. An elf is at a table eating and drinking as if it was his last day on earth. Another pale human sits in another corner, arms crossed, leaning back with his eyes closed. They all look ready for travel except for 2 other patrons eating the breakfast away. A human female and an elder dwarf. You are standing at the entrance. What do you do?
I am going to walk up to the bar and order some food.
Yeah, I transported you guys to your tavern. You are in your spots, except for Yeti Man. I didn't get that image.
So we just put a little marker just for now.
Okay.
It's all good.
I'm going to walk.
You're gonna get something.
Harry bartender.
Yeah, I'm getting some food.
No, I don't want.
I'll just be the weird immersive blob in here.
You're just gonna walk up to the bartender and ask for food?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Everyone else, you see this tiefling kind of burst through the door. How do you reply?
I just sit and watch.
A drink on me!
I like this man.
Ammon just glances at the door. Little casual, little glance, then
You're
looks
that
back
cloaked
to his
figure,
ale.
by the way, Yeti.
Sorry, what?
You're that cloaked figure.
Fair enough. I still yell out, drink on me.
Drinks on me.
I don't drink.
I said a drink.
Oh,
A drink for him.
The bartender turns to you and says, that'll be 2 silver pieces. Do you want it on your tab?
Yeah, I'll throw it on my tab for now.
Got it. And you can move your character, I believe.
Fair enough.
If you want to walk up to
Huzzah! Look
Yep.
at that.
And the bartender turns to you and says, what will you be wanting, tiefling?
What do you have to eat?
Food?
The edible
Do you have
kind?
rabbit?
Huh?
Do you have rabbit?
He kind of like shuffles behind and literally like walks away from the bar and heads to this door over here. He disappears for a second and screams, "Hey, do you guys have rabbit?" And you hear a no.
No, we ain't got any rabbits over here.
And he turns back to you. "No, we don't got rabbit."
I'm going to yell, how about some deer meat?
And you hear a voice, "Aye, we have deer."
Just someone else butting in on the conversation.
Just give me some deer steak then.
All right. He like smacks the door, the like presumably open door like frame, and says, "Deer steak for the man, and bring it up to me." And he comes back to you.
Deer steak
Now,
for
how
the man
much
with
is
the
that?
horns.
That'll be 5 silver.
I pay him real quick.
All right.
I'm going to say hello to the new tiefling.
Go right ahead.
Hi.
What do you want?
I don't see many of us around here.
True. But do you want anything with me besides my race?
What? I didn't hear that.
Do you have any business with me aside from my race?
Well, maybe I do. Don't. Depends. What are you here for?
You better figure out really quick, because I'm here for food. I don't like talking while I eat.
Well, your meal hasn't arrived yet. There's no need to be rude.
Fine. What do you want to talk about?
Just making friendly conversation.
It's not much of one without a topic.
How much do you know about this land?
Enough to survive.
Well, that's interesting. A lot of people do.
If you're out here, I would expect as much. I turn and look at the bartender, asking him for a glass of water.
Just water?
Just water.
He kind of like shrugs and pours you a cup of water and hands it to you.
Which one of us is the heavy drinker?
Speak up.
This guy.
Ammon. Ammon
Give-
likes his drink.
Side note, new people
only-
who are new to Roll20, if you click and hold, it will do a ping. And show everybody that ping.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you want to like announce yourself and do that ping.
Okay, who's the heavy drinker?
That would be I. Ammon just
Shall we-
raises his glass up and puts it back down on the countertop.
I look at the dwarf and just say, raise my glass as well.
Despite
buy
what
them
most of
drinks
y'all
'cause
would be
they
thinking,
were enjoying my music beforehand. I'll say that.
despite what most of y'all may be thinking, I do not require much drink to get inebriated. Bunch
No one
of
asked.
racist.
You hear the bartender just call back, "You're a lightweight."
Hey, it's cheap.
Ah!
Well, I buy them another drink because they were listening to my music.
Okay. For the cloaked figure guy,
Yes, this guy right there.
yeah, that guy right there,
Yeah.
that's 2 silver, and he was drinking wine, so that's 5 silver for him.
You go make sure the dogs have food and water.
And the bartender charges you and will take the drinks to them.
All right. So that's 7 silver down.
You can feel that prices are a little higher here due to how far out it is in the wildlands. The bartender is actually surprised there's people in here. Usually it's just the 2 that are over there eating.
At this point, Ammon just kind of has his hand resting in the palm of his head resting in the palm of his hand, just kind of glancing at the 2 tieflings, just thinking to himself, "Well, that guy's worse at conversation than I am."
Can I roll a perception to see if I hear that?
I think he's thinking that.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
Oh,
Now I am looking towards you, so you could perception that all
You
day.
can insight that is what you can do.
I'll do that too. I'll do it too.
That is
I did not.
That is
He is
a
a brick
4.
wall.
You said insight?
insight, yeah.
What'd I get?
10. So none of you can really get a read on the guy. He's just kind of like,
Wait, isn't he supposed to make like a roll of his own?
no,
Or-
because you
Okay.
guys are just trying
No.
to see that he through his I guess look.
Well, I was
Y'all ain't
just, I,
shit.
Holy shit!
What do I see?
a natural 20.
Oh dear! Through the back of a man, you see that he's obviously,
Just through the back
like
of your eyes, you could feel the
no.
tension.
Eamon, right? Eamon, you're the one who thought that.
Ammon is the one who thought that. Yes.
Yeah, okay, just making sure. Eamon, through his back, you looked at him, somehow got the sense that maybe he was thinking, "Oh, this guy's a little worse off than me."
I look at
Pitying
him
the tiefling.
and
The
point and
natural
laugh.
20 right off the bat.
Okay.
I point and laugh at him. And go back.
Ammon just raises his glass, now empty, just like, yep. Puts it back on the counter. One more, please.
And he brings it over.
So wait, you drank the drink you were drinking earlier and then drank the one that I bought for
He
you?
did buy you a drink. And it
Oh,
was
that
brought
one's
to you.
gone. That one's
Oh.
gone.
Okay, so he did drink both.
Shit.
We're gonna need some
Yeah, no,
constitution
this
checks
is
up in
number.
here.
This is number 3 about
This
to
is
become.
number 3. All right, I need a con check from you, or con save.
All right, need to roll 20, so I guess I just click the saving throw box.
No,
for
you
Yeah,
con.
the
can-
saving
you
throw
can-
box. Just click con. No,
Yeah.
you're fine. You feel great, in fact.
I kind of... It was this one, right?
Yeah, that one.
So I'm going to sit across from him and be like, wow, you can really handle your drink.
I try.
I try.
Did you mean the one who was drinking? Because that's the guy at the bar.
No, he's
The one who
he's-
just asked for another drink.
Yeah. He's referring to you.
Yes.
So
I'm just
he's
going
like,
to
"I
look
try
at her and
to."
just keep on eating with a dirty old smile on my face. Just
Well, okay.
I'm trying to think of a situation to react here. I'm really bad at social interaction.
There you go. So,
I think I'll just giggle like the idiot I am right now.
so, what do you need?
he asked you, what do you need?
Why the hell am I so giggly?
Do you actually say that out loud? Or are you saying that
No,
just in
I
general?
can't. I actually can't.
So you just see this tiefling laughing really hard in front
No,
of you.
no, not laughing. It's giggling. Really,
Giggling
really
right,
intense
like
giggling.
she cannot stop giggling.
I don't know. What? Hold on. I need a drink.
She needs a drink, bartender.
Is it on you this time? Are you paying her back? Is that what's happening?
No, it's on her because it's her drink.
He kind of like shrugs and brings you a drink.
I pass it towards her. Drink. Calm your nerves.
How's my state coming along?
Okay, I'm better. I splashed some water on my face.
Oh, actually,
Okay.
you see a dwarf in a chef's uniform. He doesn't have like the fancy chef hat, but he's got an apron on, and he just puts it right in front of you. Doesn't say a word.
I'm gonna roll a perception check, see if you get any good cooking on it, or anything like that.
Okay.
One point me to where we're looking at right now.
You could tell that it's edible. It's not amazing because I mean this is a tavern in the middle of nowhere, but he knows how to cook. It's definitely gonna taste all right.
Can Eamon roll one as well to see if he wants some of that?
Sure. I mean,
That'd be
you-
a personal choice.
yeah, that's kind of a personal choice. If you look
Like,
at this,
He's
beer
trying to
steak-
figure out if it looks tasty or not.
Okay,
I'm just gonna
go for the
start eating.
perception.
I think I need a cup of coffee.
Hello. Oh, okay, I was
In
about
the
to say.
meantime,
Oh
I'm
God,
just
you
eating the
got the
steak.
same sense, except that you're like, oh wow, this actually looks like it's gonna be one of my last edible meals for a while.
Wait, can I roll stealth and see if I can grab it?
That'd be sleight of hand
Yeah,
against
that
my
would be sleight of
perception.
hand, and
Oh, fair enough. And yeah,
he would
never
definitely
mind.
notice a
Never mind.
missing plate in front of him, regardless of your sleight of hand roll.
Fair enough.
Ammon just
Fair enough.
raises his hand up. He's like, I want whatever he's having.
And the bartender turns, and you see the cook kind of like run back, and he brings out another plate as if he was like ready to serve another, even though he only got one order.
Oh wow,
And
prepared
he
are
just
you?
brings it to you. Still quiet. He's not. He looks. From what you can tell, looks a little shy.
I'm going to roll insight on this guy.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, go right ahead.
16.
Amen. Okay, Amen. You got no idea what this guy just looks shy. That's about all you can read from him. Odir, on the other hand, you look at this guy and you can tell that he's not good with people. He's able to talk with the bartender easily enough because he's known him for so long, but not random people.
All right, just a shy guy.
Yeah.
All right, I'll just let him be and just continue munching on all my food.
All right. A little time passes. Does anyone else want to do anything before I advance?
Ammon just teared into his steak.
Nice.
I
I'm
could
going to point
smell
and laugh again at
the other guys' steaks.
Uh-huh.
elk here.
So I order one very rare.
You want one very rare.
Yeah.
Not with deer meat.
Are you gonna walk up to the bartender, or are you just gonna call from the corner?
Call from the corner.
The bartender's like, "What?
God
Speak
damn
up."
it. Okay, I walk over to him then.
Okay.
Can't hear me.
Yeah. I just lost the dice. Look at me go all Monty. All right. We'll get you another one. You said very rare.
Yes.
Okay. He walks up to the door and he's like, "Give me another one. Very rare. Cook it very little." He's kind of like, "What is going on?
You know what? Forget it.
This...
Just give me the live cow.
He's kind of just like, why does this guy want this so raw or rare? And in not even like 2 minutes, he brings out a very like barely singed piece of meat. You could still see the blood coming off of it.
Perfect.
Thanks.
Not a problem.
And I walk back to my corner.
Just eating the steak.
As he was walking, just looking at him, you want to make some caviar with that?
Caviar?
I'm
sorry.
going to look very
Blah,
quizzically
blah.
at him.
I'm just going to put one thumb up and continue eating.
Oh, okay. All right.
I, the bard, am just gonna pull out the half-eaten mushroom and just kind of look at it reminiscently.
Odir
away.
specifically. You see the tiefling in front of you. You see her holding about a palm-sized mushroom that has a obvious bite out of it and a smaller bite out of it. It looks like it used to light up, but now it's just kind of gray.
A glowing fungus.
Formerly glowing fungus, he said.
Yeah, it's not glowing
Huh.
now, but you could tell that it was glowing before.
I'm going to go up to him and ask him where he's going to get that where he got that mushroom.
This tiefling has the mushroom right here.
Oh, she's
Yeah,
in front
that
of me.
tiefling in front of you.
Yeah.
That's why I said specifically you.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
What's that deal with that mushroom?
Huh? Not really paying attention. You know, kind of snap back into reality.
Hey, over here.
What is it?
Where did you find that mushroom? Looks interesting.
In a cave. I
Cave.
don't really know. I just
Did you take a
underground.
bite out of it?
Yeah. this little bite mark here.
He raises an eyebrow to her. Can I roll knowledge nature or something like that on?
Yes, you can roll nature, just nature check.
All right.
You can't tell what mushroom it is. From the looks of it, and especially with the bite marks, it's edible. That's about it.
Well, I can tell you not that much about it. I'm more or less accustomed to surface dwelling mushrooms and toadstools and stuff, but if you can eat it, then must have been kind of safe. But if you feel anything, just be careful.
No, it's a perfectly fine mushroom. Could use a bit of flavoring to it, but it's fine. It's called a curtle cap.
Curtle cap. Interesting. He's going to take out a little book and start writing into it.
All right.
Curtle
At that
cap, you
moment,
say?
yeah. At that moment, you guys are starting to finish up your meals. You hear the door just get flung open by a kick, and you see a dwarven
You
fighter.
see Emperor Cusco. Boom, baby!
God damn it!
Yeah, and then
I'm
immediately
sorry.
rises to
I'm
his
sorry.
feet.
Let's-
You
let's
said
take
a
this a
kick
bit more
opened the door,
seriously.
so
Yeah, okay, all right. Dwarven warrior. He's just standing there. He's not actually wielding his weapon as his token implies, but he is standing there. He's got a
He's
shield on his
armed.
back. He's got an axe on his back.
Uh,
He says, "Listen up if you're going to Solposte." And he takes a step aside.
I look
And-
directly at him.
As do I.
And oh man, I don't have a good token for this guy. Let's just imagine that this guy is a halfling. And this little halfling steps in. He has like sort of long hair. He doesn't have a beard or anything or a mustache. He just says, tickets if you're going to Solposte.
I walk up to him immediately.
As
but I
do
go
I.
first.
Same.
No, wait, no. Ire moved first, so he goes first.
I'll be right here. I'll say I got that far before.
I'm going to show him the ticket I got the other day.
He looks at you, and his eyes widen. He looks at the ticket. He looks at you. His eyes widen, and he's like, "Hold on to tickets."
Hold the
He
phone.
grabs you and tries to pull you outside without saying a word. Do
I
you
go
let
with
him?
him.
Huh?
I go with him.
Okay. So he walks you in outside, just barely outside the door, and he just whispers to you, "Where the hell did you get this ticket?"
Where the hell you got this thing?
Let's just say it was given to me by a friend.
You got a friend
He
in
kind of
me.
looks down. I want you to do a deception check.
Perception.
Deception.
Is that
Deception.
Okay.
Oh God.
He
7.
he didn't let go of your arm. Now he moves up your arm and grabs your shoulder, or wherever he could reach your shoulder.
He grabs my elbow.
Yeah.
He reaches as far up at your
Yeah,
arm as possible.
he's trying to reach as far up as he can, and he's like, "Where did you get this?"
Are both guards outside right now?
No, it's just one dwarven guy. He's just standing inside.
So there's no one else around?
There's no one else around outside.
I'm going to lean down to him.
Can I see
If-
the situation going on from where I'm standing?
From where you're standing, no, it's just outside the door. No, from that
And it
distance
goes
you
through the
can't.
window.
Actually, Valkorion, from that distance you can do a perception check.
All right.
I'm going to lean down and explain to him I had a vision. There was a tiefling.
That's enough.
Oh shit. Let's see what my perception is.
Yeah, just click perception. 4 to me.
Oh yeah, I can't find it. Oh yeah.
I see now.
Oh, you hear nothing. What you hear is wind rustling in the wind, wind rustling in the bushes. Excuse me. And you hear like some whispers, but you can't tell what they are. He turns to you wide-eyed and he's like, "What the fuck are you on about?" And he just is like, "Okay, no, never mind. I don't want to know anymore." And he pulls you further and he's like, "This is a very special ticket. You have to understand that not everyone can get this, and I'm going to get paid very handsomely for moving you."
Can any of us hear that?
He pulled him farther away. Valkorion would have to. You could try again, but it's going to be very tough.
God dang it! I'm just hoping, like, it's just like that's a very
trying.
special ticket. He comes in the door. We're all just flashing the tickets left and right.
All
It's
right.
just like,
Unfortunately, all you can hear is very special. That's all you hear.
Oh, okay.
Well, that
Yeah.
piques me. Oh, that piques my interest.
Yeah. And then he turns there's two wagons in front of the tavern. You can notice them at this point. And he turns to one of them and he brings out a bag and he just hands it to you. You are not to mention this ticket to any of the other riders. Do you understand? He's speaking to you, Ire.
I think
No.
Ron's microphone died again.
Okay, hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to say I didn't intend to, and
Okay.
then I'm going to look inside the bag.
There is 200 gold pieces in this bag.
Awesome. I'm going to take a seat on the wagon.
He turns to you and says there are only 3 seats available on the wagon, so if any you have your seat, but if something happens and someone needs to sit down, we're going to ask you to move.
Understood.
So, like, you can stand in the wagon like a modern
No,
day
it's
bus?
going to be like I'll explain it in a second. I'll explain it in a second when everybody gets there.
Okay.
He comes back in and he turns to Valkorion. Are you coming?
Yes.
And do you hand him your ticket?
Yes.
All right, and he hands you a small bag, very small bag.
All right. And I open the bag, I guess.
There is 20 gold in there.
You just chopped off a 0 right there.
All right, who's next?
I guess I
Yagrat
am,
gets
'cause
up
I
from his
stood
seat in the corner and moves
Yeah,
over to the gentleman.
I just want to point out, Amon has been standing since that guy burst in. He's moved to the counter. And he's just standing very rigidly, watching all the exits and entrances.
Okay,
I'm just keeping a watchful eye out.
got it. Yagrat, you're up now.
I am.
All right, ticket.
I hand him my ticket.
And he hands you the same bag, little small bag. It's
Open the
also
bag.
filled with 20 gold pieces.
Very well. And I head outside.
All right, who's next?
I guess I'll go next.
Here, this is what I'm gonna do.
Just pile them all into
You
the
know
same
what?
area.
That's easy. Everybody's piled up.
There you go.
All right, ticket.
I hand him the ticket.
All right, and he hands you the bag, and he's
TCC
like,
ticket.
"All right, go on outside." Same 20
More
gold
like
pieces.
inside.
I'm
We're
gonna
piled up.
get up as well. Ugh.
Scoot up.
Yep.
Are you gonna actually walk up to him?
Yeah, I'm gonna walk up to him
He
very
just
slowly.
The bartender
Looking
calls,
over.
"Hey, buddy, your tab."
I toss him 5 gold.
You
He's
just
like,
throw 5 gold across the room.
"Sir, you."
You are my new favorite
Yes,
customer. Come back
favorite
any
customer.
time.
Just keep the beer flowing until I get back.
I don't. Okay.
He's not gonna complain. You just gave him a crap load of money.
Yeah, exactly. He's not gonna refute what you said. He's just gonna be like, "Yes, sir."
All right.
And then he's like, "Ticket, ready to go?"
Yep. And I hand him the ticket.
Same bag, 20 gold pieces.
Oh, wait, I
Awesome.
gotta add my 20.
I nod my head and continue on.
Eamon?
Ant-Man just kind of looks at the bartender. He takes out 6 gold pieces
Mm-hmm.
and puts them on the counter. He's like, he's just like, wait a minute. And he just calls over to the halfling. Are drinks allowed in the wagon?
You see the tiefling like pinch the top of his nose, and he's like, "I."
Grab me one too.
What are you asking for?
He's wanting to take a couple ales for the road.
Okay, so the bartender takes your money, and he just drops a keg of ale on the bar. That is gonna have a lot of drinks.
Oh yeah, that's a
And
lot.
he kind of like bites into one of the pieces to check if it's legit, because he's like, "Where are these guys getting all this money?" And then he's like, "All right, whatever," and slides you a tankard as well.
And nods his head.
I'll be right back
and
in 1 second,
hoists-
guys. Something's just going on outside for a second.
Got it.
Sure. Ammon just nods his head. Thank you, sir.
Mhm.
He hoists the big keg onto his shoulder and goes to walk out with the tankard in his other hand.
Strength check, please. Strength check.
No, he can carry that.
Chug.
Yeah, he'll show his ticket when he gets to the door. He has to put the tankard down, take out the ticket, show it to him.
I'm not gonna charge you for taking that, but if we
You
get
gotta
into
have me.
trouble, you're the first person I'm coming to. Got it?
Fine. I'll be drinking most of it anyway.
He grumbles and tosses you your bag.
I don't even open. I just go to walk out to the wagon.
Got it. All right. You can hear him call. Is that everybody? He does final calls, and he walks back to the wagon. Here. This is just for like.
I assume there's 20 gold inside the bag.
Yes, there is 20 gold in the bag.
All right, I'll just set up my total now so I don't forget this later.
Exactly, that's fine. Let me.
Is Yeti with us?
Yeah, everybody's with us, I believe.
Yeah, you guys just see Ammon walk out. He's got the keg on one shoulder and a tankard in the other.
Can we not do that, please? Thank you. Okay, thank you. Roll 20. Oh dear. And then
You're
Ire,
welcome.
And then
Yes.
Who's missing?
I'm right here.
Orion,
I'm back.
That's who it is missing. There we go.
Yeah.
Wait, where are we looking?
Okay. So Ire sat in one of the wagons, right?
Correct.
So I'll put you on there.
You would
Everybody
be
else.
sitting close to Coach.
The halfling introduces himself. I am Vinzor Thorngage of the Thorngage caravan crew. There are 2 seats available on the wagons. Otherwise, you're gonna have to walk with us. You see that there are 2 like just human drivers with horses in front of the wagons. One's older, the other one's younger.
I'll raise my hand and
Would
say,
you mind
I'll
typing
walk.
that name out for us?
Huh?
Type out the name of the halfling for us.
Spell it out.
Yes.
Yeah, got you. It's going to roll 20. It's gonna be Vinzor Thorngage.
No, it's with a Z, not an S.
Yep, it's with a C. You guys can alternate seats, no problem. It is a day's travel, so hopefully nothing will happen. But with a big group like this, we can attract attention easily.
How many people are in the caravan?
Total 10. Yeah, 10 with the party.
So 10 seats and
No. Sorry. There's 2 seats in the wagons, and then there's 10 people in the caravan.
So a lot of people are walking.
Yeah, a lot of people are going to be walking. Vinzor is going to be walking also with the dwarf that hasn't said a word, by the way. He's just been stone faced. He also seems kind of irritated.
Correct.
All
I'm in a group
I'm
of
gonna
people
ask
that I
if-
do not know. I'm just keeping my mouth shut. And
I'm gonna walk behind him and do an insight check on him.
On the dwarf.
Yeah.
Okay. From what you can tell, this dwarf is not happy with the situation.
I'm gonna ask if anyone wants the seat, because you said there was like 2 other
2 other seats. There's 2 currently available seats.
Yeah,
Aemon just calls out, "I don't need one so long as I can put the keg down in there. But
And-
don't you think the lady should get one?"
Are you talking about me?
Yeah, he's talking about you.
Okay, I'm just gonna go.
You
Oh,
are the
you!
You are literally the only lady in this group right now.
Out of the entire caravan.
Out of the entire caravan, the 2 humans are both male, and one's elder and one's younger.
Don't I feel special?
Yep.
Well, I'll say thank you to forget whoever said that, and
I
then
believe that was
Aemon.
Aemon. Yeah.
I'll take a seat and I'll pull out my loot.
All right.
Well, if nobody's taking the other one, I'll take it.
Is that Valkorion?
Yeah.
All right. You're gonna be sitting next to Ire.
I'm going to look at the halfling and ask how long it is until we reach our destination.
It is a day's travel. It's not safe to say the least, but that's why
What
I
time
get
is it
paid
right
to
now?
do this. He
Danger
says.
is my
I'm
middle
gonna pull
name.
out my bow just to be ready
And
in case of anything.
you can
You can
hear
hold your bow,
you can
okay.
also hear the dwarf audibly grumble. He is like not happy with the situation.
Um,
I'm just gonna click this and see what number I get.
Oh.
So it's not your best
Mediocre
performance, but
performance.
I mean it's some loot notes. You are playing your loot, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You just get some notes out there. It's not like anything coherent, but it's not like terrible twangs either.
Yeah, just basically it's like
Mhm.
a practice section, not really song playing, just kind of working on
Yeah.
fingering or whatever.
Yeah, get you. Vinzor like walks behind the dwarf and pats him on the shoulder. You ready, Ragnum? And he kind of just nods to Vinzor
Ooh, that's a very
Vinzor
manly name.
gives like a circle like in the air wave to the 2 humans, and they start moving the caravan.
Hey-ya!
Yep. You guys are on the road now proper.
Who's got the coconuts?
No coconuts here, bud.
That's not gonna work. Maybe this one? Here we go. Nope. I tried.
anyways, what time is it right now?
Well, I'm gonna do a perception to
What,
see if there's anything up around the area.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. What time is it right now?
In the day?
45.
Yes, in the day.
It is late morning. It is currently like around 11 o'clock. Noon is about to hit. Odier, you don't
Alright,
see
good.
anything particularly noticeable within your like close to you guys. You could see in the distance a couple like blobs that you believe are animals. They're too far to tell that they're actually something.
Seems like there's a herd above us. Well, ahead of us.
No, it's not ahead of you. It's like to
Above
the side
us.
of the road.
I didn't know there were cloud herds.
I'm going to look
Little
up.
did you know, clouds travel in herds.
So, what kind of wagon is this? Just open just in the back? Is it covered over top?
Imagine like not colonial, like frontier wagons from the west, like time.
Okay, so you've got the tarp cover over top, the opening in
Covered
the back.
wagon.
Not completely
Yeah.
open. They're
Little house on the prairie type of style, yeah.
Exactly.
Aemon's gonna take position kind of right behind the wagon, So he's kind of like his 6'6" frame is like guarding the entrance to it.
Okay, is he standing directly behind one of them?
He's standing just like about a yard behind the wagon as it's moving forward.
Which one, the front one or the back one?
Whichever one my keg is in, which is where
Okay, so I'm
Anna
gonna put you next to Anna for this.
sounds good.
Have you changed screens yet, or
Did I not?
no? You
I
did not.
still in his
Holy
tower.
fucking shit, boys! Hey guys, I'm good at DMing. I promised.
You're a pro. Flawless.
Nailed it.
Nailed.
All right, gents, I got to put my dog up real quick, and I'm gonna grab me some more wine. I'll be back in a sec.
All right,
Heavy drinking, don't
perfect
we?
time for a quick bio break. Anyway,
Did you just say bio break?
yes, bio break.
Yeah, bio
Go
break
pee
bathroom.
if you need to.
I was asking if he said it. Could have heard it wrong.
When your bodily fluids decide to tell you, go fuck yourself, you need to do it now.
I mean, I guess he could have said Dio break, but I would have just been very confused.
Yeah.
It is
I heard Bible.
Where are the
God.
cherries?
About to say,
No, I'm just
so
imagining
Wargo?
Dio
What?
popping out of the toilet. It was me, Dio.
You expected to flush the toilet, but it was me, Dio.
And then he plays a nice guitar riff just as
Yep.
your shit's going down.
Yep.
Oh, we're terrible.
Yes,
And then
we
it
are.
plays roundabout.
Correction, you are terrible.
Oh, I already know I'm terrible. That's why I love myself.
Oh, I fucking just that right now was like the worst. I can't believe like I didn't
So-
move the player thing.
That was pretty good. I'm just curious about how tall is everyone. I want to know, like, am I looking really far down or?
I'm 5'4" and I'm an
I'm-
elf.
Fire is 6 foot.
Anna
Odier's
is
5'4".
5'6".
Yeah,
I am-
is 4'6".
Let's see.
Is that about Corion?
What?
Yeah, Grat.
Oh yeah, Grat. Oh, okay, I was about to say.
Okay, so I'm looking down for most of us. Good to know.
How tall are you?
6'6".
Jesus Christ.
Shit.
What do I roll for height?
You can. Just pick it, man.
Pick a height you want to be.
5'9".
5'9". There you go. Don't forget to put it in your bio. Break.
So roughly anyone 4 foot is roughly chest level.
Yes.
Yeah, most of our party comes up to my chest.
I come up to his neck.
Yeah, I think Ire is the only one who's like a full head shorter than you, and that's the tallest.
He shall have to be my conversation buddy.
Fuck off.
But I have ale.
I don't drink.
I have ale. I don't drink. So you can
Yes.
These can
yourself.
be actual conversations, by the way. You guys can conversate amongst yourselves. The caravan is just sort of moving.
While we're moving, Ammon's just going to have to take his tankard. He's not going to drink himself, but he's going to offer a drink to everyone around.
Drinks? Anyone like drinks? Hmm?
I would like.
Yeah, Grat, I'll take
I'll
that.
just grab one right out of your hand and just smile and nod.
BYOT. Bring your
I'm
own
gonna-
tankard.
Magnum pulls out a tankard of his own and is like, he just lifts it to you, almost pleading. He needs this
Please,
drink.
I need this drink.
Ammon just nods in respect and says, "Go ahead."
He nods and grabs
Please,
the drink.
may I have another?
And you see him. He downs the first drink and then takes a second.
Ugh.
Whoa, calm down there. This is my ale.
All right, that's the 2. Wait, somebody else gets a taste.
Right here.
Who
And I
said
just
that?
hold up my mug.
Ammon just looks around. He's like, "Who said that?"
Yeah, I was
This
like,
guy. The guy in the green cloak.
He just looks down. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, I apologize.
And again, if my voice is raspy or cuts out, it's because I'm probably coughing up my lungs.
Okay. Did everybody come back, by the way? Are we all back?
Yes. Well,
I'm
We're
here.
all here.
Wolfgang is here.
Okay, yeah. Quick roll call.
Wolfgang.
Gray is
Aye.
here.
Both
Oh
wolves.
dear.
Both.
Hello.
wolves. Okay.
Everyone is here.
Let's
Just
make
call me
this
Anna,
easy.
just call me Anna.
Yagrat,
Here.
Valkorion,
Yes.
Ire,
I
Odir,
Yep.
Eamon.
Glug, glug, glug. What?
Atticus.
Lutstrom. Bring.
Okay. All right. You guys are moving.
Oh yeah, that's a
You
19.
are now nailing. You're playing a good song. You can see that the two humans that are driving, their spirits are somewhat lifted. They looked really depressed, by the way.
I'm going to check the nature. Nope.
Grass is
Can I roll
nice.
insight onto our drivers and to the dwarf to see like what exactly is bothering them?
Go ahead. Where's that insight?
Give me a second.
Where's that? Oh, that's a critical failure.
Ooh, I wish it was for actually something. So
I'll
I
roll
mean, you
2.
can make it something.
no, I'm not, because I mean it's just insight. You're just looking at someone. What the fuck?
You
You're
have
right
an
up close.
aneurysm.
Matt.
Oh, hey, that one has
Well,
While
hair.
so-
trying to look at them, he just gets
One of
uncomfortably
them, you're like,
close.
oh my god, that's a human. The other one is like, that's a younger one. And you look at fucking Ragnum, and he looks at you like, what the fuck are you looking at? He's just like,
Can I
what
roll
are you
2?
doing?
This is very intriguing.
He's got skin.
So this is that beard they speak of.
You know what? Okay,
Is that what they call
he just looks at you funny. He's just giving you the what the fuck are you doing look.
Ugh.
Alright. I'll
I'm
Can
just
I roll
checking
as well?
nature and looking around.
Okay. Was that what you rolled up here? That 12?
Yeah, the nature.
Yeah, you just see grass. It's actually really pretty around you. It's rolling plains. Like you can just see yellow in all directions.
I'm just gonna put my hood down, just smile and keep on walking.
hmm
How tree-y is the area?
There is no trees. You
Okay.
see maybe one in the distance, but there is no trees around you currently.
Okay. I just had to ask so I have a better mental picture.
Yeah.
I wave to the tree.
Hi, tree!
No, just a silent wave, and walk on.
I
Then
was
the
gonna see
tree
if
just
you go
grows a
crazy or
giant
not,
wooden
but
arm and
You don't go
waves
crazy.
back.
I was about to say you see the tree wave back, but no, you're not crazy.
But you swear you're just seeing things. That's a better explanation.
The time passes. It's now 2:00. You can see Ragnum looking around suspiciously, like as if he can feel something nearby.
Can I roll perception?
Go right ahead.
Pulling up my character sheet.
Can Aemon see the dwarf?
I shall as well.
From your position, no, you can't see him because you're behind the last one. He's kind of like to the left of the first one.
Okay.
Oh my god, really? Twice in a row?
13.
From what you can tell, you can just see out, and you just see the plains. Like you see like the wind
An
blowing
ocean of
and
blades of grass.
the reeds and like wheat and grass just bend with it. It is long grass, so
I can see the dwarf, right?
yeah, you can see the dwarf.
Alright, I'll ask him, what's bothering you?
And he turns up and looks at you, and he's just like, there's too many people in this caravan.
There are way too many people. Me not like people.
Do I hear this?
You are yes, you would hear it. Oh dear, you also hear this.
I'm going to look at him and ask what is the issue with that.
It isn't an issue of social. It's more of an issue of how many footsteps are being felt in the earth and how many scents are being smelt.
Are there beasts in this area that would track us on those?
Most definitely, and there's something lurking around.
Yes, but with these many
kind of
numbers. Sorry. But with these many numbers of people, hopefully the beast will stand astray. They tend to do that.
he starts laughing at you.
I'm going to look at,
I'm just
going
going
kind
to
of
glare
beast
at
to
is
him.
him. You've not been in the wildlands for long, and I'm going to prepare my bow. And I'm
He's
hopping
just
out of the
laughing
boat.
at you, and he's just like, "You think numbers is what save people from beasts?"
I'm going to
Right
hop
No
out
idea
of the
how nature
wagon
works,
and have
Desi.
my bow at the ready.
Okay.
And I'm going to go to stealth and hide in the grass like a freaking shark.
Okay, go ahead. You just Homer Simpson in there? Is that what's going
Yep,
on?
pretty much.
Alright.
Yep. You are
Um,
you just kind of like stop moving and like just slowly
You slide. You don't even
slide
walk. You
into
just slide.
yeah.
Oh, fucking right.
And
alright. I'll ask.
Essentially.
I'll ask the dwarf what kind of beast.
This one
I'm
over
not
here.
sure, but they're not too close. If we keep our heads down, we might be able to pass them. I want everyone to roll stealth checks now.
Ah, jeez. Stealth check for the one playing a freaking
Joyous.
loot.
Oh God, is that? Yep, that's a net 20.
Since
Oh
I'm
my
already in
God, I got
stealth, do I have to
both!
redo it? Oh my god.
Okay, so
I got both. What are the chances?
Anarchist, excuse me. God,
Just call me Anna.
Anna, thank you. You see a fucking halfling blur. Eamon, you see it too. It swings past you. And this thing just like takes your loot away and puts its hand around your mouth forcefully and says, "Shh."
Oh no.
Okay, so wait,
Not my butt cheeks, please.
this thing took the loot from Anna?
It took the loot from Anna.
And my character's
Did
bond
it
is
do
that I love
anything
my
to me?
instruments the
No, it
most,
did
so
not.
this is not.
It's just give me
It
a second.
stopped you from playing.
It stopped you from killing everyone essentially. Ooh. But Anna, in all of her wisdom, just pushes off the halfling, Vinzor.
And then I
it's
blow
just
a
like,
rape whistle
what is
to make it
wrong with
worse.
you?
Oh
That was
god.
pretty bad severity. And then I want.
Well, no, I'd understand that because the bond is I love my instrument the most. That's what it is. So
Okay.
the minute someone touches it, I'm going to freak the hell out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Anna
yeah,
has
story
to play
works.
now.
It works.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you just see Ammon draw this like really almost spear long sword.
in that moment,
Spear long sword. I'm trying to think of what that could be.
Ire
It's a
specifically,
glaive.
you
Oh.
hear growling.
I had my bow at the ready. Can I roll a perception to see where the growling is coming
Yes, you can.
Do I hear it too? No.
No, Ire specifically.
Okay.
You can hear it. That's coming from around here-ish. You can tell that there is something there.
I knock an arrow and I will take a few steps back.
Okay, do you say anything?
I'm going to alert the immediate vicinity, specifically the dwarf, that there is something in that area.
Ragnum, like, runs past you and puts himself right here, readying himself. And in that moment, you see a hyena fly through the air, and it tries to leap onto Ragnum, and it lands on his shield, and he just bats it away.
Nice.
Fun.
And then you guys see crap. Oh, I can spell. Nope. I'm just gonna use random markers is what I'm gonna do.
Just barely at the 20-foot, 25.
Can I Alright, that'll work. I know it doesn't look like a hyena, but who gives a fuck?
Oh my god, what is that?
I don't know.
It's supposed to be a hyena. I get that, but
Okay,
Looks like
you
a
see
seal.
that hyena, and then you see 2 more.
I had an arrow notch. Do I get a preemptive attack or
You
no?
can shoot that arrow.
surprise attack.
And you hear more.
15 to hit, and I'm going to shoot at this one.
At which one? That one? Okay. 15 to hit. I'll say that hits.
10 maximum
Nice.
damage.
Hot damn.
Wow. Let me double check this.
You shoot it in the mouth,
I
it comes
think
out
you
the other
just
side. And
literally murdered him. I think you did. Oh, that's a dead hyena. You just murdered the hyena. Which one did you
shoot it
murder
in the
again?
mouth, it pops out the other side.
I murdered this one.
Got it. Thank you. Dead hyena. Carcass on the ground. I'm just going to do a little draw. Heckies.
Dos Equis.
The other 2, however, are ready to strike, and I need initiatives, boys.
Hot damn.
Goddamn.
Wow.
Oh my
Oh
god.
god.
Initiative
17.
buddies!
Wait, who's aiming? Okay. Where is he?
Well, I'm short.
Oh, you're
I have
right
heavy
next to
armor,
me.
So it
You're
makes
right
sense.
next to me.
Yeah, Ammon's been right behind the wagon this whole time, kind of guarding that entrance and his keg of ale.
And his keg of ale. You have to make sure he's guarding that keg of ale.
He better. He better. My character needs that ale.
It'd all be gone otherwise.
Okay, so it's Hire's turn, I guess.
Well, yeah, as soon as you guys can add your own initiatives yourself. It should work next time where it takes the initiative from the rolls on the turn order, that is.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, we have to assign a token to it.
Yeah, I think we may have to click our token and then do it.
But no,
I
just go ahead and type it in your next to your token. I'll fill out as we go. Ragnum got one.
okay. My turn.
No, wait, hold on. Can you please?
I'm gonna be dragging my character around for a little bit. Just don't mind. Do.
Ire, you got a 17. Valkorion, you got a 16. Odir got a 14. And then you got initiative buddies. Why isn't it working? Seriously, why isn't it working? There we go. Okay. And then I'm rolling initiative for the hyenas. Oh! My dice! Wow, that was a nat 20.
Oh, so
Oh,
Bravo, bravo.
A nat 20 for what?
Initiative.
hyena.
I'm scared.
So
Oh.
this hyena is going to run up to... Ooh, that's
Which
drawing
hyena?
stuff. Delete. To Ragnum. Wait, wrong one. This one's going to run up to Ragnum and try to bite him again. It does so. Ouchies.
Oh.
And it's going to do a whole... that much. It's going to do 6 damage to him.
Ooh.
It really tore into his arm, but he's still standing just fine. Next turn is Ire. Go right ahead.
I am going to move here. There we go.
That is
And
a bonus. You can hop over it, but it will take 10 movement.
I'm still good then.
Yeah.
And I'm going to fire a bow at the hyena that has not attacked yet.
Has not attacked yet. All right, go ahead and roll to hit.
Nat 1.
Ooh.
Wow.
Rolling severity.
Yes, yes, beautiful, beautiful.
You hit me instead.
Third one tonight.
So, you fire straight into the air.
Take cover.
You trip and just shoot it straight into the.
Should I roll damage?
No, it doesn't hit anyone, fortunately.
Not
But
yet.
Thank
you
God.
do scare the shit out of Ragnum because it's like, what are you doing? All
For
right,
my free action, I'm going to say I slipped, and that will be my turn.
got it. Corion.
Free action. I slipped.
So,
All right, I say, nice job, dumbass. And I move over.
We're gonna be the best of friends.
I love how no one, not a single soul, has introduced themselves to anyone else.
I tried. I honestly
All right,
did.
over here.
You can't say that I didn't.
I spoke with Titty Lady.
I'm keeping my distance from everyone.
Got it.
You can call me lady
Go
too
over
now,
here.
just because I'm the only one.
I move 10 feet over here.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
I mean, I'd hope at some point Eamon said hello to Anna during the trip.
Well,
And
yeah,
I
it's
hit
just
the
no one
one that has a-
explicitly said, "Oh, hi, it's me."
Yeah, it's one of those things where I didn't want to interrupt anyone else.
Ah, okay.
All right, I'll cast Eldritch Blast on the one that hasn't attacked yet.
Got it. Go ahead and roll for that.
As
16,
soon as
that's
he
a
does,
hit.
I'm going
Roll for damage.
to take notice of the Eldritch Magic.
That's a D.
You just click on the name in the chat.
All right.
4 force damage. So you're aiming at this one, or the one in front, or the one in the back?
The one that that Ron missed.
Got it, in the back. You shoot your Eldritch Blast at him, and he takes the hit. He is a hardy hyena. He gets blown back a little bit, but he's not falling in any way. He's just looking at you, eyeing you.
Oh, he hit me with some magic.
Yep. Oh dear, your turn.
Alrighty.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, it's
That's
his
why I
turn.
came up with the name.
Oh dear, it's his turn.
I'm going to shoot this guy who's not attacking yet with my
Okay.
bow.
Right in the dick.
Right in the deck.
Oh,
Oh,
22.
that's a hit.
All right. 6 piercing.
Oh god. So you shoot it, and it tries to dodge, but instead flies into the arrow. And
I saw where you were going.
it just lands and slumps over and is dead.
I'm going to eat you.
it was playing fetch with the arrow.
And it failed.
Okay. Yep, that hyena died, so no more turn for him. Eamon!
Who has the higher dexterity, me or Anna?
What's your dexterity?
Mine's a 13.
Mine's a 14.
Anna.
Mine's 17.
You're not in this!
Yeah,
Anna goes first.
so-
You don't have a 5 initiative, so you can.
Yeah, so Anna should go before me.
I just wanted to be
There.
included.
Is that
Alright. Anna,
the
you're
halfling
go.
that
The
muffled
halfling
me?
is kind of just standing with his loot, with your loot. You can easily just take it from him. You don't need to take an action.
I want
for
to kick him in the face and take it from him at the same time.
that. All right. You would have to roll for
Out of
for an
like
attack.
pure rage.
That would be a roll for an attack. Do you really want to do that?
I'll-
It'll take your action.
I don't care. I
All right.
can't see
this
So
thing from
I
there.
want you to roll a strength check
Oh, okay.
for unarmed strike.
She hits me instead.
These
Rolling
rolls are
severity
garbage.
for an
today.
unarmed strike. Huh.
Hold on.
Holy fucking God.
I'm gonna roll my real dice. Hold on. Let me see what this number gets me. I'm clearing out this table.
Oh God.
That bounced off stuff. 14 right there.
We're not using that though.
I know. We're
Um,
using the roll 20, but still.
So you try to kick him. He flips away, and the loot flies out of his hands, and it's flying out of the wagon. I want you to do a dexterity check now.
Oh no.
I swear to God, roll 20. If you f me over right now.
It will.
Wait. What would it be?
Dexterity check.
Dex. Nat
Any
1.
specific skill or just dexterity?
Just dexterity.
Not acrobatics or.
Nope, you're not flipping through the air. You're trying to grab this loot.
Would it be a
Gonna have
saving throw
another
or just a check?
Nope,
loot
just a
check
check.
incident.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh.
All right. Oh wait, wrong dice. There you go. Okay. So you try to grab the loot. You hit the neck part and it flips one way. You try to hit the actual bottom part and it flips the other way. It flips out of your hands and just lands face first in the dirt.
Okay, it's unhurt.
It's
That's
unhurt.
that's the part. That was what I was most worried about.
Your turn is now over.
Okay,
and
that's
this
my turn.
halfling is looking at you like, what is wrong with you? Amen. It is now your turn.
Can I just use like a bonus action to pick up the loot and give it back to Anna, and then just ready like my actual attack action?
Sure. Yeah, you can. We'll give you that since Anna needs her loot back.
Yeah, Eamon just like reaches down, just snatches it up and tosses it back to her. And then he just like holds his blade at the ready, thinking there's more to this.
Got it. All right. Yagrat.
Like more to the halfling
Alright.
that basically.
Yagrat is going to move
That far.
25 feet, which is his
Maximum.
max movement, up to the front of the cart
Uh-huh.
and stand ready.
You're just standing
Okay.
there? Okay.
Yep.
All right, now Ragnum's gonna go. He's gonna swing his mighty axe. And that's a whiff. He tries to hit the hyena, but it dodges away pretty easily.
Oh, good to it.
It just
You can do it.
dodges under it, and then
You can do it all night.
Chop his fucking balls off.
You now see. Oh shit! Drawing. I'm not supposed to be drawing.
It's a very pretty picture. Don't worry about it.
Professional DM.
I am so good at this. Shut your mouth.
What? I'm
playing
agreeing
football?
with you. You are the best DM ever.
And
No
the
mistakes.
marks are still there. Those are carcasses. But you see 3 more hyenas rolling up. They're just showing up for the fight. And then hyena number 1 is going to take its turn. 17 to bite. It hits. Another 5 damage to Ragnum. You actually see him, and he's hurting bad. He's not doing so hot anymore. And now, I'm going to roll initiative for the other 3. Okay.
Wouldn't you just give them the bottom 3 by default?
Do I?
I think that's how it works.
Okay.
Like,
That-
No,
And
They
they
were
it's
were
just added
DM's
to the combat.
prerogative.
that and they're 3 new NPCs, so you'd roll 3 new initiatives for
That's what I
them.
thought.
We'll
Just
just
go-
go with that. For
Yeah,
household.
just go with your gut feeling.
Yeah, that's what I was doing, so. I mean, they didn't roll amazingly anyway.
Like when in doubt, just go with your gut.
didn't roll amazingly, but me and this guy have a 5, and this one has a 2.
Well, I mean,
So that's still
one
before
of them
us.
also rolled a 5, so he's another
Aemon is a
initiative buddy.
and that is a proud member of the 5 Initiative Club. That hyena can come join. He can be my pet. We will roll this town.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Do it.
All right. What's your dex, Yagarat?
My dex is 13, so +1 modifier. Or sorry, no. Dex 12, so +1 modifier.
Where's hyena? All right. Wow. Okay, you are gonna go first. Congratulations.
Yay!
Fucking stop fucking me, list. All right. Hyena number 1 took his turn. Iron, it is now your turn again. You see 3 new hyenas right in front of you.
I am going to move here,
Okay.
right here, and I am going to attack the hyena with my
This is. That is what it is.
with my longsword, wielding it with 2 hands.
Oh, versatile.
That's a 7 to hit.
Well,
Roll 20, giving us the lowest possible numbers possible.
you swing at this guy, and he kind of dodges you as well. You can see him laughing at both of you now. He's just doing like a hoarse hyena laugh.
He's doing Ed's
And I
laugh
laugh.
from the Lion
And I
King.
laugh too. Then you hear my laughter with the hyenas.
Oh no, I skipped Valkorion. It's your turn, Valkorion.
All right.
Yeah, don't worry about me.
Bang, bang,
Right.
bang.
I shall move.
Shoot them with your magic.
That's what I'm gonna do. Gonna move right here,
Okay.
and I will cast Burning Hands
Oh,
on the 2 aside from me.
and can you click Burning Hands for me?
Sure. Let's see.
Uploads picture of 2 hands on fire.
No, not that.
DC
Oh.
14 half damage. Okay, I can do that.
Why is it set for self?
I think it's a touch spell. Is it?
No,
It's a cone.
it's like a
It's an
it's like a
AoE.
15-foot cone.
Oh,
Let me see. I can search it up.
yeah, it is a. Oh, it's because the range is self. You can only do it from yourself. So if that's a 15-foot cone, yeah, it would technically hit the other guy too. So he has to roll dexterity as well.
Nice.
You're burning the help.
All right, so guy in
God damn,
back.
that's a big fucking cone.
Guy in back. This guy right here. This guy dodges it, so he only takes half damage.
He puts himself out fast enough.
However, he's a haggard hyena. He is hungry as all balls. He's not looking good at all, and he falls over from the flame damage.
He is now prone.
No, he's dead.
Oh, the back one?
This one that I marked too. Back from him.
Oh, I get it. It's range self with a foot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it. It starts from yourself.
Yes, exactly. That's why it's itself. Okay. And then the other one failed it. And he also gets burned alive, screaming like crazy. He's trying to roll in the dirt to try to put it out, but he does get it out, but he's dead. He succeeded in what he needed to do in life before he went out.
I'm on
He didn't eat us.
fire.
I meant putting the fire out. Okay, so this hyena died by.
I mean,
Oh, your initiative club buddy died.
No! He didn't even get to come join the club.
God
he
damn it.
died so young.
All right, Anna. It is your turn, Anna.
Isn't it my turn?
No,
Well,
Anna. Wait. Oh dear,
Yeah.
you didn't go?
No, it literally
Remember,
just
you
skipped over
skipped
it.
That's right. My
Valkorion,
bad.
and then-
I'm so sorry. Go right ahead, oh dear.
All good, all good. I was just like, did the thing just?
Oh,
yeah, it just
dear.
did.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Alright, well, I'm gonna
Oh,
move.
Dear, he's at it again.
Exactly.
Oh
Move
my
over here.
Is
And I'm gonna shoot my longbow at this bastard.
All right.
Alright, come on, buddy.
Ooh,
Yeah.
very nice.
Oh, I understand
roll for
how it
damage.
is. The only bard and the only lady can't get any good rolls. Because all the men, the patriarchy stealing my rolls.
Ooh.
I haven't even had a chance to roll yet. I don't know what you're complaining about.
At least you've been able to act.
You picked up gold. That's
Yeah,
good
picking
enough.
up your flute.
I know, but I almost broke the loot because of the bad rolls.
I'm just surprised it smacked me in the face with it.
Just getting distracted. You hit it square in its fucking head, and it goes down
Nice.
like a ton of bricks. It's like trying to run at you guys, but you hit it, and it just flips over on its back with an
Another
arrow
meal.
jutting out of its skull.
Time to eat, boys.
Not sure if you want to eat those, but okay.
Rabbit hyena for dinner.
Amen. I mean, fuck, I'm doing it again. Anna, it is your turn again.
Is there
Vinzor is
anything
just
there?
looking at you like, get out there.
I'm just gonna be like, we'll talk about this later. Just like angrily at the halfling.
Okay.
And there's just this one alive, right?
Yeah, just the one right here.
It won't. It's hold, right?
Yeah,
there it is.
I fucking drew something again. There's a little dot on him now. I'm not
That's
gonna
where
be-
I'm aiming.
I'm not gonna be able to remove that. Like, it's gonna be there forever.
Shoot right at the cockpit. Coccyx right
Flipping
there.
out, you're flipping out of the caravan to hit him to the right.
Yeah,
With what?
essentially, I'm just gonna go straight back here.
Uh-huh.
Let me check the range of this, cause back west.
It's only 25 feet.
Hold on. I'm not moving. I'm right there. I moved right there.
Yeah.
Just checking the range. Yeah, that's plenty of space. Feet. And I shall cast.
You'll cast what?
You'll cast
That.
what? Vicious mockery.
Vicious mockery.
Can you give me an insult for this hyena?
I think I had one, but then I lost it when you said give me the insult.
Okay, fine. Can you
You
actually click
fucking
it?
rabbit dog, get your ass out of here before I cut your balls off and feed it to the rats.
Just go ahead and roll a d4.
Okay, 1d4.
Yeah, 1d4. That's all the damage it gets. Woo, max damage.
Finally!
All right, now.
But it's for the smallest dice in the game.
Yep.
God.
What is this spell save?
Spell C.
I believe it's wisdom.
14.
Wisdom, right?
No, it's charisma because I'm a bard.
No.
Or no, wait,
He
yeah,
needs to
wisdom.
succeed on
Yeah, it's a wisdom saving throw.
Woo! He does not succeed.
Nice.
It
And
now has
he looks at
disadvantage on the
you,
next
And
attacks.
he is meek now. His ears are now down. He looks so sad and pained. He doesn't know what to do.
Oh,
He's so depressed.
I feel sorry for him
Get
now.
your fucking just a
And
extreme
he is just
angry yelling
looking at
dog.
the ground, depressed. He doesn't want to be here anymore. All right, Eamon. Now it's your turn.
Mm.
Oh boy.
They just start coming up with insults before I start
This
casting
fence-
spells.
This fence doesn't go all the way to the back edge, does it?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. So you can just like walk around it. You can. I would count this as I'm about to show you this as a normal 5 feet, so you don't need to worry about it because I mean you can just walk around it slightly. So your max from here would be literally there. Yeah.
All right, yeah. So Aemon's gonna, now that there's no one else coming up, he's gonna run
Now-
up alongside the fence.
Uh-huh.
Hearing the insults spewing from their tiefling bard, he charges in full of zeal and proceeds to chop off his.
Oh,
put him out of his
Aemon's
misery.
going in for a swing.
Eamon's
He's
gonna
go-
swing.
Yeah, with his
No.
glaive.
Okay.
To
And he
put him
is
out of his
flanking the
sorrow.
hyena
Go
with
for
me.
it. Oh my God! You kill him. You.
Jesus.
You literally take your axe. It doesn't matter. He's dead. You take.
It doesn't matter. He's just dead.
And
That
you
roll
just
alone killed
chop
him.
clean in half. Clean in half. The two-part. He turns to look at you, and he is just like giving you puppy dog eyes, as in, why have you done this?
Well, now I feel bad.
Because he already was feeling terrible from the insult. And his two parts just flop in.
No, he's like, please
and
end
falls
me
over.
now. I don't deserve to live.
And he is dead.
Now, did I cut him half like head to tail or like
no,
waist?
sideways, waist.
So top and bottom.
Top and bottom, yeah.
Okay, I want to try to take the head.
Okay,
Oh.
Yeah,
give me a
survival checks, everybody.
I'm going to go retrieve my arrow
you
that
cut off
I.
a clean hyena head.
What do I get? I better get something out of that too.
Oh dear, you're not. Well, okay. I'll assume you walk up to one. Into a different one, of course. What?
Yes, there are
what
many.
you trying
The
to
ones I
retrieve?
killed. Possibly the hyena head as well, because that would make a great armament.
Are you just aiming for the head? And that's it.
If there's any other parts like the pelt or anything like that I could grab and sell off that as well.
From the one hyena you just took, you just get the head. It's not super clean like Eamon's, but it is clean enough. Someone can clean this up.
I'm going to go and get the arrow I shot into the first hyena, and I'm going to look around for the arrow that was shot into the air.
Like it just comes falling down and lands like 5 feet to your left or something.
Fuck.
I'm just waiting for it to come down and hit my keg.
So
It just starts
I want
spewing
you to
out.
do a
Alright,
perception check.
Meanwhile, the DM figures out how to slide the map back over one tile.
Shut up.
Okay, who do you want? Who do you want to do
This is right,
perception?
isn't it?
checks?
No, it's not.
No,
Then what
I'm
the
gonna
fuck?
assume I did not get that arrow
right there.
back.
That was the one.
Huh. Now it looks like there's extra. Oh well. It's because I was trying to get all the X's out that I could. You don't see the arrow.
I think there's a way you can do that.
Yeah, I have to like click off the map is the thing. There's still 4 other carcasses.
I'll roll a survival for a pelt.
All right.
Okay. Go right ahead. You get it off. It's bloody. It's not clean. You think maybe someone can work with this, but it's not super good material.
It'll get me a nice hen bait.
I'm going to check out the close surroundings, see if there's anything else going.
Perception?
Right.
Ooh, you see around you, and you kind of like jump on the fence post, and you look around to see if anything else is attacking. There's clearly nothing else nearby. You don't hear any growling, nothing. At this point, you see Ragnum kind of sit down against the fence and slump over. He's hurting bad.
I'll
Alright.
gonna walk over to him.
I as well. You all good, bud?
Get off!
Ammon wants to walk back to the halfling. Is he still on the ground?
No, no. In fact, he's still in the caravan. He just pokes his head out and is like, "Is everyone all right?"
Go deal with him now.
I say
Alright,
this. I'll talk to.
no.
I'll search the 2 hyenas that I cooked for any usable meat.
Oh, okay. Survival check.
Alright.
Real quick.
Wait, do we have a cleric? I think we have a cleric.
We have a cleric. Who?
He has not introduced us in.
We do
like,
have a
in game
cleric.
yet.
However, y'all
Oh, nice.
probably won't know that.
I'll
Exactly.
go out and ask. Does anyone else know how to heal?
Yeah, Grat keeps his mouth shut.
Anyone
Oh.
else?
Yeah,
You
Grat
said
is the
anyone
cleric.
else. If you
Yagrat
can,
is
kill
the
him.
cleric.
All right.
Elking, real quick, you get to the hyenas and you cut past your burns. You get some hyena meat. It's fresh. It's not.
It's
You
slightly
can probably
cooked too.
get some. You can get some sustenance out of it, but anyone else will need to do a con check.
All right.
You get I'll say 2 rations of hyena meat.
I'm going to look at Anna and mention, you said anyone else. If you can heal him, I'd recommend you do it now before he bleeds out.
And he coughs up a bit of blood. And it's just
Yeah.
like, no, I'm fine. You
I
don't
mean,
have
my-
to do anything.
I just kneel down and say, calm down and take it easy. We'll take care of you.
Give me more booze.
Grab him a beer!
Shut your
He
handsome
says
face.
he's okay, then he's okay.
Boom. there.
Do you actually do healing word?
Yeah,
Okay.
I am. That's one of
do
my
it
spell
from,
slots.
Yeah, do it from your actual spellcasting area, though, where the weapons are. Because that'll
I
give me
didn't
a
put it
roll
there.
too.
I didn't know I can. Okay.
It should appear there after dropping it onto your sheet.
Yeah, I'll have to do that right now.
Anyway, in the meantime, Ire is going to take a look at Valkorion and pull him to the side.
Oh.
I'm going to do
This
perception to
works.
see if I can overhear this conversation, because I noticed them. Hey.
All right, perception.
God damn it.
Oh, you hear shit. It's
Anyway.
a nice day out.
Beautiful day, isn't it?
I hear the farts on the wind.
You hear the
Who
wind
farted?
within the wind.
Yeah, Ammon's going back to guard the rear wagon again with his keg.
Got it.
Yagrat is also going to
Grab me a
listen to our
beer.
conversation
There we go, 5
out of
healing.
Nice.
Give me a
mild interest.
All
Wait,
right.
is it really
You
60
overhear clearly enough. Do a quick stealth check.
The both of us?
Try roll
No,
plus, right?
Yagrat. Okay, that's fine. You're overhearing the conversation.
I'm going to
Oh,
look.
yeah, it does have 60 feet of range.
Anyway,
Yep.
I'm going to start talking to you about Valkorion.
Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
see you cast an Eldritch Blast. Are you a warlock?
Maybe. What's it to you?
Maybe.
I happen to be looking for information on a certain demon. Who is your patron?
Jesus. Sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself.
Moses?
Well, I didn't choose. This is out of character. I haven't chosen somebody yet. But in character, it's none of your business.
It's not level 1 anyway, right? I'm not crazy, right?
No,
Oh,
at
yeah, it
level
is
1
level
they
1.
choose a patron, and that's what gives them their abilities and stuff. It's later on they choose traits and stuff. Anyway,
Oh, okay.
so how are you responding in character?
None of your business.
All you need to know is that it's a fiend.
A fiend. Well, if you get to trust me anymore, I'm looking for a fiend. And I'm going
Yeah,
to
first level is the patron.
Yeah, we got it.
I'm going to put my hand on his shoulder and say, if you will tell me anything, please do as soon as you can. And I'm just going to walk back to the group.
I didn't hear any of that.
If you can tell me anything, do as soon as you can.
Introduce yourselves real quick.
I'm Ire, and I walk away.
The name's Ire. Something Ire.
I brush my shoulder that he touched me,
Uh-huh.
trying to wipe off whatever was left there.
Ugh, peasant
Whoa.
filth.
I don't care. I see it, and I don't care.
Okay.
I healed him for 5.
Yes.
Ragnum.
He coughs up more blood as the healing courses through him.
He coughs up more blood, except the blood just goes back in.
It's not the same blood that he coughed up, but it's definitely he's definitely looks like he can breathe a little bit easier now. He doesn't seem like he's gonna actively cough up more blood.
Feeling better.
He's just kind of like impertinent. You didn't need to do that.
Let me go get you that
But
tinker
thank you.
ale.
I'd appreciate it.
Take it
mean,
easy.
it
We
sounds
need all the
fine
help
to
we
me.
can.
At
No,
this
fun.
point, Ammon has now taken the hyena head and he's put it on top of the keg. He's just like, this will work.
I'm going to do perception to see if I can see that right now.
Inzor, Yes, you do see that.
Take that off there. It'll make the mead all bad and worse and drip into it. God knows what's inside of it.
The keg is solid. It's not dripping. I cleaned it. It's not
I don't
worried.
care.
Actually, hold on.
Oh god.
That is a terrible keg. You actually try to put it on there, and you can already see it trying to split.
Everyone, grab your tankards.
Come and
She's
get your
going to
drinks,
blow.
boys.
Ire is going to go and sit on the edge of the cart with his bow still at the ready.
That, by the way, that was a nat 1 on the keg strength.
Oh my god.
Yagrat moves into the lead cart.
Okay.
I hope Eamon start drinking this.
Yeah, how much of this is left after this trip so far?
So far, there's about half of the keg left over.
All right. You've got a tankard. I've got a tankard. Let's just get this done.
Do you get Ragnum his tanker, by the way?
Yes. I
Okay.
go over, bring over mine, go back, and you got another tankard? I gave mine to him.
You only have one, Eamon. The one you were given.
Ammon just looks down. He's in deep consideration. And he hands it to you. You get the first drink.
Thank you. And I chug it.
You could drink directly from the keg.
That's unsanitary. No, we're gonna take turns.
Juggalo.
It's alcohol. It will take care of everything.
Alcohol takes care of itself.
I look
You're
for
literally- You're
something
literally
cup.
an hour into this session, and we're already trying to do a keg stand.
I look for a cup. What do I roll to look for a fucking cup?
Vinzer at this point is just tending to Ragnum. He's trying to be like, buddy, hang in there. If you want to take a quick look through the thing, do
Ammon's gonna
perception
nudge
check.
O'Deer in the side, like he has a shield, right? It's curved up.
My eyes widen.
I'm going to look
You
over.
are fantastic.
The name's Ammon, by the way.
I hold out my hand, grab his.
I'm going to walk over to Vinzer and let him know if he can't move, we should put him in the cart and get going. If we're stuck at nightfall, this is the least of our worries.
Ragnum, I don't want it to be like a straight flip of the bird, but it's like the British man's flip of the bird, you know, with the arm on sitting on the inside of the elbow and just like giving you a stiff like bird that way.
I'm going to look at him and
That's still a bird.
look, if you want to keep that arm, put it down, or I'm going to be carrying you over my shoulder, and I'm going to go back to sit in the cart again.
He looks at his arm and he's like, God damn it, he's right. And
That's
he's
my
like,
drinking arm.
He's like, Vinzer, help me up. And Vinzer's like, God damn it, I'm the only one he's gonna let this happen with. So he one sec. Wow, this halfling actually like almost picks up this man off of his feet and takes him to the back wagon and puts him in.
The one I was sitting in?
The one O'Deer?
Yep.
Yeah, the one O'Deer is at right now.
Yeah,
Right.
the one that
Those
was
two
where
are
I was
drinking
sitting.
at.
Yeah, over here.
Might
And
as well move
then
his token.
Vinzer, like, you two see him, and Vinzer's like, "You all right, buddy?" And Ragnum's like, "No,
Of course I'm not okay.
no, this is like almost a tender moment."
You okay, buddy? Now
No.
that you're around.
no, not that kind of tender. Vinzer kind of shoves him a little bit, and he's like, "You're going to be fine. Shut up." And Vinzer walks back to the front of the caravan. He's like, "We're about to start moving."
They've
Wrong
got the biggest
voice,
bromance
sorry.
around already.
And he gives the like circle in the air finger wave again, and the caravan starts moving again.
I'm gonna angrily make my way over to a halfling, a certain halfling who has stolen my loot temporarily.
Can I help you?
I'm just gonna, since he's like, halflings are like half my size,
Yes.
so I'm just gonna like, you said he has hair, right?
He has hair.
I'm gonna grab him by the hair and slightly pull up. I'm not that strong, but it still would hurt. It's your
strength
hair.
check. Strength
I'm
check.
just pulling on his hair. I'm not picking him up.
check.
Don't argue with the DM.
It's 8. There.
You kind of grab him, and you kind of like try to pull at his hair, but it's more like a lover's embrace pull than an actual like threatening pull. So he just
Well,
kind of
I'm
looks
not
at
very
you.
strong. I'm not very
He
strong.
looks at
I'll
you
let
and
it
is
happen.
like, "What are you doing?"
Touch my loot again, and I will castrate you. Rusty carving knife.
Play that loot again, and you're off this caravan.
Whoa.
I was gonna say something. I just completely blacked out. I hate when that happens.
Yeah, I hate when that happens too.
Are they in earshot?
He says it softly. Ire, Yagrat, and Valkorion could hear it.
Okay.
I say, oh shit.
And I'm just gonna fix you guys up a little bit. There you go.
Well, they do. I'm gonna stumble over here and go back in stealth.
Stumble. You're a little drunk.
I'm gonna
drunkenly-
stumble over there.
You drunkenly fall into some into the grass. I mean, you're in there, but you're not quite stealthy.
I love it.
But like he cartoonily rolls, like he just flops on his face and then head over heel and then another flip,
And then just
like a
shrugs,
domino.
goes back to walking.
Pretty much.
Yep.
Okay, what did he say? He said, "Play the loot again," and I'm off the caravan.
And you're off the caravan.
I say, if you wanted me to stop playing the lute, you could have said something earlier.
I'm supposed to make you guys comfortable.
The
But-
halfling? That's what he's saying?
Yeah, I'm supposed to
Okay.
make you guys comfortable. This is supposed to be an easy trip. That was a long time ago. You just need to stop, okay? This is your one warning.
I
I'm
forcefully
telling you
release
now.
his hair, like give him a small push, and then letting go of his hair.
He
And I just walk with the caravan.
Okay. He kind of stumbles back, but he catches himself.
Obviously, I've got a -1 in strength. I'm not going to do anything with strength. I've rolled more strength check than the rest of you already, and I'm probably the weakest one.
All
I
right.
don't know.
The caravan keeps moving. It's afternoon now. It's about like 3 p.m. ish. You guys look out and you can see like a tall hill in the distance, and there's a castle sitting on it.
That's pretty.
It's so pretty.
And then just kind of lightly nudges the dwarf beside him. Is that where we're going?
Hell if I know.
He kind of like does a head roll at you. He's just kind of like,
Eh.
"What do you think?"
I've never been this far before. I don't know.
He kind of like groans a little bit, but he's like, "Okay, that makes sense." And he turns back and he's like, "Aye, that's Solposte. That's where we're going."
I'm gonna see what I can see about the city.
You see, it's on the horizon. You can't really see anything tell anything from here.
Fair enough.
But
Anything
you
that
can-
surrounds it in
you can see
particular.
that the sun is starting to
All right.
So we can see the castle.
You could see the castle, and you could see that the sun is starting to hang low next to it. It's actually a really pretty sight.
All right.
Oh.
I look at the castle and I get a cold sweat.
I'm
Now
just trying to
that's
imagine
just
what that
pretty.
cold sweat could be.
No, like
It's a cold sweat,
I get a flashback from my childhood.
Okay.
While Ammon's having this conversation about this, he just wants to look. He's like, "How are you feeling?"
He kind of like crumbles and is like, "Why is this guy caring about me?" But he says to you, "I'll be fine. It'll be a couple days before I can leave Solposte again, but."
Yeah, we just need a couple drinks.
Oh God.
Oh, he kind of turns to you with a smile and he's like, we just need a couple days."
You're speaking my language.
Ammon's gonna reach into his basically his bag at his side and take out 5 gold coins. Will these help buy ale?
He kind of looks at you
Oh.
and he's like,
Ammon just like hands him the gold coins.
and do you just like put it in his hand?
Yeah, he's like trying to make him. He's like, "You want these? I'll drop them in your hand."
He kind of just like puts his hand out and he's like,
I just look at him and just like, nothing is free.
I'm talking to the dwarf guard.
Oh, fair enough.
yeah.
I just realized that you've been like replying. I'm like, wait a minute, is he?
Yeah, no.
That's not the dwarf I'm talking about.
Nope, that's not the dwarf I'm thinking about.
No.
Is this reverse racism? All dwarves think they look alike?
Vinzor, like you see his like head perk up, and he hops on another fence post, and he looks around. How do you guys reply?
Oh yeah, Vinzor. That was the
Your
guy who
boss
told
do
us-
that a lot. Hop along fence posts.
He's more acrobatic than he seems, but definitely it gives him an edge when it comes to seeing out into the distance.
It's a useful talent in a fight too, if he used it.
Vinzor is not much of a fighter.
I don't know. You give a man like that a knife to throw. That's pretty good.
Huh? Sorry?
You give a man like that a knife. He throws pretty good.
he just bursts out laughing, and then he's like, "Oh, ow, no, give that man a knife, and he'll throw it back at your feet, and I mean at your feet, in your foot."
Ammon just kind of looks down and wiggles his toes. Well, that would hurt.
Well, that wouldn't be very pleasant.
And then
I'm just gonna pick up like 3 pebbles and make attempts of
the
juggling.
caravan is passing him, and you guys are passing him, like you Eamon and Ragnum, and he
Yeah.
kind of like jumps down and kind of shoves Ragnum, and he's like, "Shh."
Quiet. There.
Ammon is grabbing the hilt of his glaive.
And he turns to everyone else, and he gives a wave to stop the caravan, and he's like,
I go into
"Everybody-
stealth.
Everybody get down. Everybody get near caravan and stay quiet." Stealth checks, everybody.
Oh god.
No, that's a save. No, let's check.
You're on the wrong side of the bar, 21.
No, yeah.
I stealth like nobody's business.
Oh
Yeah,
no!
Ire is
I'm
the
still
only really
drunk.
stealthy one.
I rolled a 10. It's not as bad as my first one.
Vinzer looks to Yagrat and Eamon, and he's like, "Can you guys be any louder?"
Ammon just kind of gestures to the armor he's wearing. What do you want?
Fair
You
enough.
couldn't hide.
Yeah, Grat just kind of glares at
You
him.
couldn't hide even
Oh.
if the enemy was blindfolded.
Yeah, he
just
also just
whisper
kind of raises
loudly,
his hand. He's like,
I'm still drunk.
Vinzer like gives you a dirty look, but then can't help but chuckle at that.
I am still drunk.
Okay, you see in front of you. Around this rock.
Lots of X's.
No. You know what? Nope, it won't do it that way. Okay, I'll do that later. Yeah, but here at this rock up ahead, towards the bottom of the screen, you see 3 lions passing by,
No, that's what I'm talking about.
and they look hungry, they look haggard, they're sniffing around, and Vincer grabs your arm, Eamon, and he's just giving the motion to shush. He's not saying anything.
I'm gonna prepare my loot. Spellcasting. I'm gonna
Wait,
prepare.
where
I'm
are
gonna.
you?
I'm
Oh,
not gonna
God.
touch any of things. Be ready.
1 second. Okay.
Can you hear me now?
What?
Vincer
My
walks
guys?
around. Huh?
Oh, okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Oh,
heard
okay,
that like
cool.
mess of Mike being messed around with.
Okay, sorry. Yeah. Anyway, can I
Right
roll
before
perception to see if they notice us?
Well, that's the thing. They haven't noticed you yet, but Vinzer walks up to you, Anna, and he like. I'm trying to give a motion that like gives it, but he puts his hand on your loot and he tries to lower it, like to motion to you, don't use it.
I have an arrow notched and
like,
ready
give 'em
if
the,
any of
like,
them make a
raise
move.
gold. I can sort of like I'm not gonna use it, but I'm ready to. You know.
He just kind of gives you a like I'm telling you, I told you something, I told you so.
I'm waiting for those lions to pass, and if they pass, I put away the loot. Basically,
They are now here now at this point. They haven't noticed you. They're looking around though. They're like there's something nearby, but I can't really tell what it is.
I'm gonna like duck in between the caravans because I was out on the side.
Okay, that's fine.
To be clear, this
And
is
I'm
with
guessing
someone who
the
got a
halfling
6
was
for
just out in
stealth.
the open.
Yes,
You know,
actually.
he seems like he's trying to make noise.
Just to clarify, one of them did roll a 1.
Good.
Can I roll a nature intelligence, see why these lions are so skinny and out here?
Nature roll, yes.
Yes.
Oh, there's
Ooh.
Woo!
So
Boom, right there.
immediately
He knows exactly
you,
what caused their force.
you're like anything that could be eaten out here can defend itself as well. So if they want to get into pick a fight with them, they have to be ready to win as well. So they can't just like attack something and get food. They need to be able to fight before they can get their food and
There ain't
win.
no
Oh.
gazelles in this wood.
Because there are
Alright.
things out here that will eat them.
All right. Well, I'm going to. Can I use a quick spell then?
What are you
To
gonna
relay this
cast?
message to everyone. Message.
Oh,
I'm going to pop it
message.
up on the screen
let me
for
see.
you.
Solid object.
You point your finger towards a creature with range and whisper message.
That means
you can
only one
send
person.
it to one person.
Okay.
Let me try something first before you do that.
All right.
I pull out a piece of the hyena meat and I throw it across.
Oh
Oh.
no! How far? How
Yeah.
far are you aiming?
Roll a
Are they
strength,
standing like
please.
right here?
Give me a ping. Okay, that's how far you're aiming. Give me.
No, that was me. That was the
Oh.
bard.
Valkorion, give me.
Let's see how.
Give me a
Well, how
ping.
far can I throw?
No, I just need you to give me a ping. That's all I need you to do.
Right.
I'll decide how difficult it is depending
Where
on
are
how
you
far
throwing
it
and
is.
how far it is away?
Oh, wait, hold on.
Just click and hold. That's all you need to do. Trying to throw it there?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Give me a dexterity check. Shut up. Just talking to my watch. Ooh.
Oh, he
Okay.
wins.
So
wins.
you not
Ooh.
only do you throw it that distance, but you throw it a little bit further. You see the lions perk up, and
Bacon, tasty bacon.
they immediately run over to the meat, and they start fighting over it. Vinzor kind of looks at you wide-eyed, but then gives the signal to keep moving, but like slowly, like he gives it a slow, and then you see the two humans actually get off their seats, and they start pulling the horses slowly.
I'm going to keep my bow trained on the lions and get out of the cart.
Okay.
I as well.
And
Yeah,
I
I'm
want
just-
Yagrat will keep his seat.
another stealth check from everybody.
Oh my god.
This is a group stealth check, so failures aren't necessarily terrible. Wow, you guys did all right anyway.
Finally, good roll. It is above 10.
Nice.
Damn it, Valkorion.
Still
No,
rolling
wait,
the
that was a
lowest.
survival.
Yeah.
I know, I rolled
Right.
again.
Came up with an 18 afterward.
Yep. So you guys collectively move as a unit almost. Like everybody's moving in sync at this point. And although there's the rumble of the wheels, it's not very loud since they're moving slowly. You guys move, and now the lions are back here, and they keep moving, and one of them perks up for a second and looks directly at who was training the bow.
Both me and Ire, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, I was training as well.
I'm gonna go with Ire. Ire, he's looking at you directly in the eyes.
Can I roll intimidation?
You wouldn't do that on a lion.
If you want, yeah.
Do it. Do it.
Where?
Do it.
12.
Okay. It already looks like it rather fight with its two friends rather than fight with you for food. So
It's
it
too hungry
just
to
kind
think
of like
about.
jumps a little bit and turns back down to its food.
We keep moving.
And you
The
guys keep
bows.
moving. At this point, you guys have moved on. Everything's back at normal pace, and you're getting close to the town. It's if just to give you guys like an idea. I'm just gonna draw a little bit. I'm gonna do a little drawing. If this is the road, there's gonna be a river here. That little blue line.
It's a big old smiley face now.
Oh yeah. There's a little bridge, and then the town is here, and you guys are coming up from it in this direction, just the way you're going.
How big is this river?
The river, it has a bridge, so you don't need to worry about size, but it's about at this point in the location, it's about like 10 feet wide. You can look at it, and it looks more like a stream than a river where the bridge is. But
Is
if
the
you
bridge
look,
big enough?
huh?
Is the bridge big enough that I can walk like on the side of the cart?
Yes, actually, it fits the cart comfortably, and it can fit two people in between the cart comfortably.
All right, then I'm gonna keep walking aside the front cart.
Got it. It's now 5 p.m. The sun is really low. You guys can see fires going up on the walls of the town itself. You actually see that this is where the castle would be. And I'm marketing yellow. Wee. And then
It's a yellow.
and then the walls come out like this, kind of, from what you can tell.
Masterful.
And then there's a gate here and two towers here and here.
Absolute masterpiece.
I know, isn't it pretty? Well, like, I actually learned, like, just doing a quick drawing illustrates it better than trying to be fancy with it.
Oh no, that's completely fair, man.
But you see Vinzor like kind of relieved as you guys get to the bridge, and it looks like the worst is over.
Can I see his relieved face?
Yeah, actually, easily.
I just want to string like as loudly as possible just to annoy him.
He turns to you and gives you the dirtiest look. Are you
I return
the dirty look
sitting
back
on
at
one of the
him.
wagons?
No, I'm walking.
Okay. And he's like, you think you're funny.
I'm going to laugh at this audibly.
I'm gonna join in laughing too.
Well, from hearing the laughing, I would say, I would think so.
I felt bad for people that wanted to come out here. I really did. I should not have given you that money. I hope you die.
Feelings not mutual.
Does
Yes.
Ammon overhear that?
I hear that, right?
He's leading the pack, so Valkorion and Ire can hear it, and definitely Anna and
Definitely. Yeah, he's the one telling me.
exactly. So yeah.
Of course I'm gonna hear it.
But you would need a perception from that was Eamon calling out, right? Yep. Yeah, you
Oh,
hear
he
it too.
hears it. He hears it.
Ammon
Plain-
just suddenly gets this like confused look. Money. Only now does he reach down that bag he gave him at the tavern and open it up and realize what's inside.
Oh dear, what does? Oh dear's just looking at the ground. That's a shiny rock.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the bottom
Money.
of my desk right now.
Oh, that's what that was.
You know,
I
I
give the
never
guy a-
realized this, but I have this bow.
And it can shoot stuff. Oh my god. Physics. Oh.
I give
Is
the
this
guy a
cart made
sideway.
of wood? My God.
Dear fucking lord. Okay.
Oh my god.
Binzor is grumbling. He's not happy. He isn't
I
angry
took
at
his
the
relief
entire
mode and
group,
made him
but
angry.
this trip was not good for him. His only bodyguard is injured. Someone is trying to get him killed.
The first one was by accident, and then he, came out of nowhere, stole my loot, basically went full on rape for a second.
Yep.
I was what's the word for it? Not at fault. That first time. The first time.
The first time.
The second time when I saw the lions and I had my loot ready, I understood what he meant,
Yep.
but I wasn't doing anything, and he had upset me earlier.
All right. It is now turning nighttime. It's dusk. Can I get a who's in front? Ire and Valkurion. I want a perception check from you. Okay. Valkorion? Ooh.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Man, those pebbles are really shiny.
These fence posts are old. Like, why are they so like
Someone should replace
mismanaged?
these fence posts.
My highway taxes are going to this?
I love the bad rolls more than the good ones.
And
They're
then, but
important.
you, Ire, you actually like see in the darkness beyond, and you see a domed building in the distance. It's old. You can't make out too much in the dark, but it's there. It's in like almost like a dip in between the hills that hold up Solposte and the hills around it.
I'm going to turn to Benzor and ask if he would care to explain what it is.
Binzor kind of looks at you and is like, "Don't go there. Do not."
Can I ask why?
Can I hear him say that? The "don't go there" part.
Yeah, you're nearby.
I was just gonna say, you saying that makes me want to go there. Just like I really hate this guy, so I want to piss him off.
He
I wanna
turns,
hear
he
this.
turns to
Can I-
Anna and he's like, I wasn't supposed to tell you in the first place, and I'm not supposed to mention in the second place. So, that's all you get.
I'm going to look at him and ask him, look, I really don't care about her, but it's stoking my curiosity as well. And I'm going to hand him like
All right,
I'm
all
going
right.
He's
Ask
semi agreeing me.
Beo when you get there.
ask who? Like type
Beo,
out in
he
chat,
says.
please.
Beo. That's the name.
Bayo.
Beowulf. No. Beo. Yeah, either way.
Bayo
Beo.
sounds cooler.
Yeah, Beo. Fine, fair.
I mean,
The pay who makes
your
you
game. You
go.
can say what it is. So
Well, no, it can be pronounced either way. It's fine.
okay.
You guys are up to the castle gate now, and you see behind the gate, about 20 town guards just standing there.
I see they prepared a welcome for us.
And Vinzer walks up to the gate, and he's like, "What are you? Let us in, please."
Please.
And they don't say anything. They don't say anything. They just have, they all have spears at the ready. They have like small skull caps on, basic guard attire.
Oh no, it's the juice.
Can I
I
roll
had
an
to
insight?
say it. He said
What
skull
is that?
caps.
Can I roll an insight to see what's going on?
Well, you are Ire.
Yes.
I'm still learning voices. Sorry. You can see from there the guard standing there, and Vinzor's kind of like irritated at the whole ordeal.
Well, can I roll an insight to see like what the guards may be doing there, like what their
from what
goal
you can
is?
tell, they are just standing at attention at the moment.
Understood.
Can I walk up to a guard and ask him?
Huh?
Can I walk up to a guard and ask him what's the meaning of this?
You do, and they don't respond. Instead,
With persuasion.
no, he's still not responding. These guards are like the Queen's Guard in England. They're not talking.
I want to make my way to the front.
Okay.
You know, amongst the peoples, and I'm gonna say, please, we need medical help. We have an injured in the cart or wagon or whatever.
The gate opens.
I thought I had to make a
Slightly.
persuasion.
No. This is just happening. The gate opens slightly, and you see an elder gentleman. He's like middle-aged, excuse me. He has slick back hair. What he's wearing is like a simple white robe that has like extra cloth to hang over his arm. He has a red sash around that. It's just hanging off his shoulders. And he has slick back long hair. It goes down to his back almost. And he bends over under the gate, and he walks up to you guys, and he says, "Any who are riding, stand to the side, please."
I'm going to get off and stand to the side of the road.
Yeah, Grat does as he is instructed.
Yeah, I guess I'll go stand next to him, considering.
Yeah, fine.
Are you going to stand together or just on opposite sides of the road?
The man didn't specify which
Make
side.
way for the Queen's God!
What about
Which
you, Eamon?
side?
Eamon, did you actually scream that out?
Yes.
Which side?
Bo
Don't
kind
mind
of
him.
like,
He's a
kind of like,
drunk.
or the man kind of like jumps, and he's like, he looks at you funny. He's like, I either's fine. Just stay out of the way of the caravan.
I step to the side.
I asked what of Rag. I still can't.
Ragnum.
Ragnum.
He didn't get out. He's just sitting in there.
I'm asking what of Ragnum, the injured.
He like puts a hand up, and he looks behind him, and he whispers something to one of the guards. The gate fully opens, and the caravan just starts moving through.
Before that happens, 1 second. The halfling Vinzor. Can I talk to him real quick?
Sure. Yeah. You can.
All right, I'm gonna pull him aside and I'm gonna whisper this to him.
Okay.
Do I show him the ticket or?
No, he took the ticket from you.
Oh, he took the ticket?
He took the ticket. He took the ticket from everyone.
Oh, okay. So then I'm going to ask him, if anyone asks about the ticket, what do I say?
He kind of looks at you and is like, It's not that important. Don't worry about it. I was only curious since those tickets are rare.
Understood, and I go back in line.
Wait, as Ragnum is passing by, I said,
He's sitting in the back cart, by the way.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're letting the wagons in, so
Yeah, yep.
you know, as he's passing by, I give him the bag of 20 gold. He's like, use that to fix yourself up. I go and say that too. Basically, I'm giving back the bag that they gave me.
Oh, and he turns to you and he's like, I cannot accept this bag.
Why not?
It's blood money.
He doesn't say anything else, but he says, I cannot accept this bag again.
So I guess I don't lose 20 gold.
Okay.
Okay, I'll just nod and keep it to myself then.
Got it. Okay.
And then
Because I care
but
more
he-
about that dwarf than I do that fucking halfling.
Yeah.
he does thank you for offering it to him, but he can't accept it.
Okay.
Ammon's just going to give him a quick little military salute.
And he kind of like puts his arm against his chest in another salute. It's not any like specific army ones, but like kind of like a generic mercenary one. And he
Attack
kind of
on
like
Titan salute.
he kind of goes like, oh, ow, and he still gives you the salute anyway.
Are the carts out of sight at this point? Have they like gone into
The
the
carts
town?
have passed through. Vinzer kind of like looks back at you guys. He gives you like a little sneer, but he's not like he's just angry with the events, not with specifically the group.
Well, not all.
I say
of
the
group. Not all of the group.
just one person.
Just a certain person of unique properties.
Yeah, and then you see him walk. Actually, like a very well dressed gnome walked up past the guards on the right side, and you see them embrace and walk away, arm in arm.
Once the carts are out of sight, I'm going to laugh and look to Eamon. You just left your barrel on there.
That thing has long since dried up, my friend.
Oh yeah, I forgot that.
Yeah, we finished it.
So long as you're
Yeah.
aware.
I
He
hold my
just
hand up to
passes out
Eamon.
drunk.
So, in that moment, the 20 guards come out and all surround you. And they form smaller circles for the smaller groups.
I am going to not pull my sword, but I'm going to put my hand on it.
Be cautious.
Ammon just stands at attention.
Bayo puts a hand up and he says, do not be alarmed. We are in lockdown right now. And the only reason you were allowed in this town is because we asked for you.
We're your guests, and you point your weapons at us. It's a nice way to ask us.
The last band of adventurers opened our gates and let bandits into the town.
Should we do the same? I have a bit of an issue with bandits. Just point me in a direction. And I take my hand off my sword.
Okay.
I just look at the captain and just say, you got a problem with bandits around here much of the time?
He kind of chuckles and says, no, I'm not the captain. No. My name...
My apologies.
My name is... What's his last name? Bad DM!
What?
No.
Is it Bayo?
No, his last name.
So it is.
What
Bayo.
an interesting name, Bad DM.
Yeah, Bayo Bad DM. No.
Bayo Bad DMs.
I didn't want to remember it wrong. It's Bayo Lightwood. He introduces himself, and he puts a hand to his chest while he does it.
Insert sexual.
I nod.
Ammon's gonna return with his military salute.
Okay, it's not really a salute. It's more of like he's pointing to himself with the hand.
I still bow in respect.
Yeah, Ammon doesn't know the difference.
Wow. He actually like looks at the bow and he's like, "How did he fucking know?" I am one of the small council here. We are the leaders of
I was
whatever
about
is
to
left
say.
of this town.
Never mind. I
We
can't.
are going to take you to the castle for the night. He sighs and he says, Isimbold insists that we question you before we let you go into
Very
the
well.
town.
I have some questions of my own. May
That
I
is
go
fine.
first?
We are welcome to answer any. The guards don't really like force you guys, but they try to like collect you guys into one group so they can surround you easily.
Oh my god.
I just follow them, just like, let's go wherever you're going.
Whoa! Drunk out of his mind.
Jesus.
We finished the entire
Point
barrel,
me to
and
the
I'm a
local
5'4"
tavern.
elf.
In fact, you know
okay?
what? Do me a quick cons check. You and Odir, I believe, were drinking the entire time, right?
Him and Eamon.
Yes.
Wait,
Amen.
was that Odir talking?
Yes.
Okay, so Odir and Eamon. Excuse me.
There's mine.
You guys are fine. You guys are having a good time.
You could totally walk
Yeah.
a straight line if the straight line is not so
Maybe
straight.
not, but they're having a good time.
I can shoot a bow straight. Don't you worry.
Bio is leading you to the Bayo is leading either way through the town, and
Real quick, right
immediately
before
uh-huh.
they step through the gates, everyone just sees Ammon just kind of pause at the entrance and look up.
Mhm.
He just takes a deep breath. It's as if he's nervous, and then he just follows after everyone.
It is a tall gate. These walls are 30 feet tall, and the gate itself is about 10 feet wide.
I'm gonna like slightly, ever so slightly count Amen. You know, just kind of uncomfortable with the situation altogether.
Okay. They lead you. The town guard have formed like a square around you of 5 people by 5 people and are walking in sync with you. I know the group might not be perfectly in sync with each other, but they're trying to keep their best like around you guys.
Wow.
Bio's leading you guys, and immediately, as soon as you walk into the town, you see on your right slums. There is shacks and people walking around that look haggard. They're barely clothed. And you see you know what? Let's do Yagrat. Give me a perception check. That's deception. Perception.
My bad. I'm looking at
God, you're
half
really
the word.
bad at lying.
There we go. No, I was looking at half the word. I saw PTION, and I was like, all right, that one.
All right, you
saw
you actually see an inn, like a tavern inn.
Perception.
It is bursting at the seams. People are trying to get in, and there's someone at the door trying not to let people in because they're so goddamn full.
Please, people, please.
Very well.
And
We ain't
then
got
you guys
enough ale
keep
for-
walking.
While
And
we're walking, can I ask Bayo what type of bandits that were that attacked the town?
what do you mean by what type?
Like, what weapons were they using? How many of them were there?
What was their kind? What was their like race?
He kinda
Were
like-
they?
He kind of like breathes, and he's like, like there were so many we couldn't.
They
get
all
good
look
looks
the
at
same
them.
to me.
I can guarantee you there was at least multiple races. I can say there was some really short green ones too. So
I sigh and say, fine. And I just keep walking with him.
but he does reply, their armament was not amazing, like a fresh blacksmith, but they were definitely stolen weapons, is what I can tell.
Have they caused much damage around the area?
You actually like look at the wall from the inside. There is patches on the wall everywhere, and you can tell that there's just damage everywhere.
I can only imagine those patches are just giant band-aids on the wall.
No, it's like wood. It's like wood tried to be hammered into the wall.
I know, I understand what it's supposed to be, but when you say patches, I can only think band-aids.
Just a big band-aid.
Just a big old band-aid on the wall. You
I'm
don't
just
feel
gonna.
better.
I'm
There's
just
like
gonna
people
sigh.
kissing the wall
and-
constantly.
I'm going to ask, do they come from that building that we saw outside of town, the one with the dome?
The one with the dome. He thinks about it and he's like, "You saw the temple?"
The temple. Yes, I did.
He's kind of like impressed with you because it's dark and it's not close. It's about maybe like a quarter day distance.
I
Well-
ask, is that temple dedicated to a certain god?
No, it's a temple of the realm. It's of the old gods of before the fall.
Hmm. From what I gather,
I
that
asked-
is.
Hmm?
Go
I
on.
ask, any issues with undead?
He's amazed. He's like, "You're right on the money."
There's
It's
dead things
infested.
everywhere. Just look at that thing. That thing's
It's
dead.
infested with undead, and that's actually gonna be something we're going to talk about.
Hmm.
Do I hear that?
Interesting.
Yeah, he's speaking to everyone, so you like everyone can hear what he's saying.
Oh God, dead people!
I see dead people.
Two of the guards kind of like scramble for the weapons when you scream because they're just freaking out at you screaming.
No, calm down. I mean, I'm scared.
He does
of them.
this all the time.
Calm down.
Don't worry. He does this all the time. Don't think
And
about it.
Bo kind of like puts his hands up and is like waving them down for them to calm down, and they're like, oh, okay, and then they put their.
I'm sorry. I got a thing with dead people.
Oh, do you?
Cough, cough.
No, I just don't like them.
Oh,
Do
told
not-
you.
Don't worry. I'm here. I'll protect you. Just stay quiet.
Get me more mead.
At this point,
After.
you pass the slums.
Yay!
There weren't like huge, but I mean the thing being is that whatever buildings were there, like there's just more shacks built around them. You walk a little further, and on your left, you actually see some normal housing. These buildings are damaged, but they're still standing. They have patches themselves, and they have been rebuilt as best as they can. But they're just normal average housing. There's nothing really weird with them. You can see a couple lights in there. One person, give me a perception check.
I will.
Okay.
Come on. God damn it.
You kind of look at the buildings and realize that, wow, these guys are in some dire straits.
I want to tap.
I bite my lip a
Eamon-
little bit.
I want to tap Eamon on the shoulder and just kind of whisper, thank you for giving back my loot.
Ammon just looks around for a second as if he's confused what that feeling is, and he looks down. Oh.
I'm not that
Uh,
short. Jesus.
He's like,
Oh no, wait, you're like 6'6", aren't you?
Yeah,
he's the tall
6'6".
one.
Okay.
Also, Death, I don't know if you're going to, but we're still on the road.
No, I'm not going to switch.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Ammon, he just kind of looks at it, he's like, oh.
I mean, unless
nothing
you want to
of it.
see some pretty pictures.
I
like pretty
pictures.
So yeah, Ammon just looks down at Ani. He's like, think nothing of it. It was, you dropped it. You needed it. All there needs to be said.
I need one moment. I will be right back. Just one moment.
Bio break.
Party!
All right, I vote we give him 2 moments and a half.
Very well. 5-minute bio break.
Sounds good.
The minute you said bio, I had to go.
I'm just going to get some water. My throat's killing me.
Also, Anna, or Thief, whatever. What do you want me to call you right now? Wait, can anyone hear me? Am I all alone?
I can hear you. I'm just about to go get water. I think everybody left.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about that. People arrived at home.
All right, everyone else went for a quick bio break.
Got it. That works out anyway. How much longer are people willing to go? I'm gonna ask that now.
I'm down for 2-ish more hours.
Got it.
I've got nothing planned for tomorrow, so.
Yeah.
Anna, I like that you're being funny and stuff, but can we turn down and let everyone like talk for themselves? Because like your references, cool, but it's sort of over talking everyone else when they're trying to go for the scene.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to avoid talking for other, but it's so hard to not make jokes when I hear them.
I know the feeling, but
Yeah.
let the story play out, bro.
Yeah, let
That's the
everyone
best
have
way
a
I can
voice.
say it.
I'm trying.
Have returned.
Doing good so far, though. Enjoying it.
All right.
Everyone's nice.
Gray's here. Had to get some water.
All right.
I just want to kill something.
Oh wait, I go grab one more beer. Wait 1 second.
The drunk guy is getting drunk.
Again.
Big surprise. I have wireless headset. I can hear you all.
You're getting drunk and you're drinking in game.
To be fair, I'm only on my second beer.
Oh, okay. It's just funny.
He's just committing
Are we all
to
here?
Mayhaps.
Someone's grabbing beer.
Someone's half
Yeah.
away.
Just real quick. Anna will also notice that Eamon looks really nervous inside the city.
Okay.
Alright.
I was like waiting for a DM reply, like, okay, and I guess I just had to confirm.
Beer mission successful. I
Yay.
have returned.
Is everyone back? Okay,
Yagrat's back.
roll call. Yagrat.
Here.
Valkyrion.
Yeah.
Ire.
Hi.
Odir.
Yeah.
Eamon.
Present.
Anna.
Howdy.
All right. And quick question: how much longer are people up for going?
I'm up for another half hour.
That is the shortest time yet. Is everybody okay with half an hour?
I'm good
I
for
could go
whatever.
another hour and a half, but whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the same with me, but it's
we also
all
do
up
this
to you,
tomorrow
bud.
too?
If people are around during the day, yes, I can do this again.
I'll be at work
you said
for
we could
about
do it
10 hours, so I
earlier,
won't be
right?
around during the day.
Never mind, because I have another session to attend myself during the night. So
Though Sunday, are we still up for that?
Sunday is still happening. It's supposed to happen Sundays.
Sunday
this was
is
an
the
extra
official
session.
schedule.
Yep.
Yeah, Sunday's the main actual day.
All right, what time again? Sorry.
7 p.m. I believe is what we're aiming for.
7
Although if
p.m.
people are around earlier, I am free to start early as well.
Yes. Sunday I don't work either way, so it's all good.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I'm
7
off
p.m.
on
Eastern?
Sundays.
All right.
That's 7 p.m. Eastern. So 4 p.m. for you, El King.
All
right. Can we resume? Because we ain't got much time.
Yes. Okay. So you guys walk and you see the.
I'll introduce myself to Eamon. Just be like, I guess Anna.
Got it. And then you also see you see the normal housing on your left, and then you also see on your right.
You cut out.
I cut out?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry. Okay, you see the normal housing on your left, and then you see on your right actually like what looks to be like a militia camp. You see a lot of the guard just speaking and talking. They're during their off hours. Whatever guards are at their posts at the moment on the walls.
Isn't there a word for that when like
Off duty?
No, when guards like take over housing.
No, they're not actually in housing. They're in like a militia camp area of their
They're
own.
barracks. They're in the barracks.
Essentially, yeah. You see tents.
I was
Yeah,
thinking it was just
what
like
is
secured
Eamon?
houses.
Like, what does Aemon think as far as their preparedness? Like, how do they look?
Oh, they look ramshackle at best. Give me a perception.
Can I roll one as well?
Yeah, go ahead. The only one person.
Can that be advantage because of his military background?
I'll give it to you. I
If
said
that's
one
the
other
case,
person.
I would get that as well.
Okay. What you two see aren't soldiers. These are
Militia?
townspeople that have been put weapons. Their hands have been put with weapons. They
They're
look
drafts.
old. They look super young. None of them. Some of them look able, but most of them look like they're just there because
They're
need,
green.
Yeah, well, not even green. They are not fighters. They are people that would be like living here, but since the situation is so desperate, they've put a weapon in their hands and they're just trying to keep up with the people that are able to fight.
They're militia.
Yeah, they've been conscripted.
But I mean,
That's
it's
what
not
the
even
word
like
was.
able-bodied people. Like these are like older and even like you can
We're
see
we're talking the Two Towers style at the end.
kind of they're even like kids of 15, 16 here. Their weapons are nice. You can see that some of them are new, but
Odier is clenching his fist.
but
right now.
it's just the situation's so dire. They need as many people as they can get, even if that includes children and elderly people.
Yeah,
I'm going to
Eldir is
ask.
clenching his fist really fucking tight right now. Like, fuck.
I'm going to ask Bayo. So, are you conscribing children for the same reason you brought us here?
He kind of like he can't he's like it's a shock laugh. He does not like it either. He says for the same reason that we can't get enough people on our walls. For the same reason that other children are dying. These aren't forced conscriptions. These are volunteers. Every single one of them will fight for Solposte.
I can see
Well, that's
that they're
better than
wanting
just
to. I
rats.
doubt that all of them are going to be able to.
We don't have a choice. We don't have a choice. The attacks are constant, daily, sometimes more than once daily.
You say attacks from what? Animals or barbarians?
He kind of looks away and he's like, "Oh, I've said too much. You need to wait."
Then let's pick up pace.
You guys do so. You guys go walk past the militia. You actually you're now essentially at a crossroads. I'm gonna give you a little drawing. Blank page.
Would you mind clearing out all of the other drawings real quick?
No, I'm moving you guys to a blank page.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So, guys came from this way. I'm gonna mark the militia with an X. The slums are like a little star. And then the circle is the normal residential area you saw. You see like another like turn off this way. I drew it bad, but there's a town square here, and with a fountain in the middle of it. And then on your left, you actually see some really high-end buildings. They're damaged too, but they look swaggy. Like they look really nice. And they're big. They're tall. And you guys, huh?
Aemon just kind of like looks very confused as he's staring at these buildings. You just kind of hear him mumbling to himself, "Why are these bigger than the other ones?"
Okay, that's fine.
I'm gonna see if I can hear that.
Go ahead.
You are not listening to anything.
I don't like the city. Ah!
Big cities give me.
Okay, you guys walk forward and you see a castle. It's a full-on castle. It's the castle you guys saw over on the hill. This is impressive to say the least. Its walls are just as tall as the wall itself, and there's two double doors just 10 feet tall and 10 feet wide. You walk up
All right,
and huh? Go ahead.
I asked the guy, wait, are we going in the castle?
And he turns to you and nods and just keeps walking. Um,
Uh,
at this point, the half of the city guard from in front walks up to the doors and open them, and the other half is just kind of like moving with you to keep pushing you towards the doors, to the open doors. You see, as you walk in, a lavish foyer. It's like here, let me make another page.
It's funny, every time it transitions to a new page, it says critically hitting. We've been nothing but critically failing half the time.
Oh my god, it's a white room with white everything.
Marble tiles.
Oh, it is actually like, so you like can see like your own shine in some of the tiles. This castle seems severely untouched from whatever the attacks are going. They can't get to it from where it's positioned in the on the hill. Like there's just cliffside on the other side, so it's very hard to attack it from there. And like against this wall here, I'm gonna point to it. There's a symbol, and it's just a sun. It's just a nice little sun. I feel like Bob Ross.
And here we're going to just make a nice little sun. And this bush needs some friends. Let's make some friends over here.
Okay, I'm done with the sun. Getting distracted. But it's not complete wall. What it is the second floor is just open in this foyer, and there's just this big banner with the sun on it. There's two corridors here and here that go under the stairs, and he leads you through the left one, and there's a set of doors on the right. He opens them for you. The guard form against the other side of the corridor to just kind of like funnel you in. And when you walk in, you see just this huge room. This is a big room. It is maybe like 50 by 50 wide. It reaches all the way to the back. But it's not all the way being used. What you do see in the back though is a throne, like right there, and then right in front of it, maybe like 10 feet in front of it, you see a long table, and then there's just chairs in front of it, like so, maybe like 50 chairs on the left side, 50 chairs on the right, and you see four people sitting behind the table. Or four people, three people, excuse me. One is actually the gnome you saw from earlier that embraced Vinzor.
Oh.
He's
We
sitting...
don't see Vinsworth anywhere, do
No,
we?
Vinzor is not anywhere.
How do you get out there?
And then you see this huge woman. She's almost as tall as Eamon and wider than Eamon. She's like overweight, but she's beefy overweight. And she is beaming. She just has the biggest smile on her face.
So, female of the mountain.
Pretty much. She has dreadlocks for hair, red dreadlocks.
Oh my god, we got Dolores Umbridge.
And then you also see a man in armor over here. So I'm gonna mark 1 for gnome, 2 for woman, and 3 for armor guy. His helmet is next to him on the table, and he's bald, but he's got this huge mustache on. It's really fancy too. Like you can see that that mustache is his pride.
Is it like Groucho Marx, just like nicely just trimmed and everything?
Yes, and he's just like playing with it a little bit, curling in his fingers.
Yes.
Ira is going to walk in a little bit and ask, so are you the ones who called us here?
Beal replies and starts walking up and says, yes, and he sits over here. Please take a seat, preferably at the front, but wherever.
Ira takes a seat at the front row chair on his left in the aisle.
So,
I run straight forward to the front row, and is there any food on the table?
Tokens.
You get a token. You get a token. Everyone gets a token.
Place yourselves. Who am I missing? Valkorion? Yes.
Is there
No,
any
what you
food on
see
the
on the table is actually like carpet. It's a nice, like, the same material the banner was made out of. It's the same like carpeted material here, just flowing over the table, not completely covering it, but
The
hanging
grid
over
is
the edges.
messing with it.
It seems like it's there to make it more comfortable for them.
Oh dear is slightly depressed now.
Okay, so is everyone settled in now?
Yes.
Ammon's
Alright.
taking up position standing in the middle, not sitting in a chair.
Ire is going to take a seat and then he's going to speak up.
Okay.
My name is Ire. It appears you all have some kinds of, let's leave it at connections in your methods used to get a hold of us. We were told there was an issue.
They all look at you and they look at each other and they're like, "What is he talking about?"
Can I roll insight to pick up on their confusion?
Actually, crap. Bio speaks up and he says, "We asked the Pouring Consortium for their help. The High Council was supposed to send you guys."
That is interesting.
Are you not from them?
For now, let's say no. Either way, I'm here, so I may as well help. Let's get to the point. Who are you? What are you here? And why did you bring us here? What do you want?
Bio is sweating now after you said that. And Isambald slams his fists on the table and he points to all of you and he says, "Well then, who the hell are you?"
Who the hell are you?
I stand up and say, "The one who can fix your goddamn problem, apparently."
Ammon's going to salute the man of armor. I am Ammon Drakengod, at your service.
He turns to you and gives you another mercenary salute. He's also a mercenary himself, but he was hired here for some reason or other, and he just kind of nods and he's like, maybe focus on him. And the gnome then again says, no, who are you? Who sent you?
You did.
He seems like he's not ready to accept whatever you say anyway. He seems like he's just trying to get any answer out of you.
Regardless of the reason, I was sent here by some sort of vision in a dream. I was given a ticket, and I was told to come here. I will assume from now that the High Council was able to get a hold of me through some magical means. I don't know if
They turn to each other and like Vinzer starts stroking his beard. It's a small like pointy one just hanging off of his chin. Or Vinzer, sorry, my bad. Whew. The gnome.
I was about to say I'm gonna flip my shit.
He just starts stroking his beard and he's just like contemplating.
I hold out my ticket and say, "I got one too."
You
you
don't
don't
have your
our
ticket.
tickets.
They took
Oh,
your
I don't-
tickets. It was
Oh,
just
yeah,
for the
that's true.
purposes of that scene.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
Don't mind him. He's still drunk.
Yep.
I'm-
And I put my head down.
The gnome then puts his hand in his face and is like, "Oh God." Bio pipes up and is like, "Well, the High Council definitely has ways to contact people in strange ways. They have more connections than you can ever imagine.
Well, with that out of the way, shall we get down to business? It's clear that something is attacking the town, and you brought us here to do something about it.
Well, yes
Well,
and no. After our last encounter, we kind of have to make sure you guys are on the up and up, he says lightly, and you see the gnome again, like kind of like his eyes like go from like, oh, he's just thinking about something to like wide-eyed, and he looks at all of you and he's like,
I am
I want to pull out the small glowing green rock that I have. Just kind of look at it
are there
reminiscently again,
you're gonna
the
what?
same as the mushroom. I'm gonna pull out the glowing green rock that I have and look at it the same way I looked at the mushroom cavern.
Are there any guards in the room
No,
with
it
us?
is just you and them. Any guards that were following you were placed at the doors. There's actually a couple. You
And the
see the
doors are
one you
shut,
walked
right?
in. Yeah, they're you presume they're on the other side.
Oh, I'm gonna put my legs on the table and just my hands behind my back.
Wait. Is that Eamon or?
No, that's oh dear.
Oh dear, you're not close enough to the table.
Ah, god damn it.
What you could
wish
do
I
is
could.
put a chair up in front of you.
I will do that then.
They're not solid against the ground. They're just placed chairs.
I'll do that then.
I'm going to look at them with a sense of, are you stupid? And just simply say, if you doubt we're on the up and up, can I ask why you were dumb enough to leave the guards outside in a closed room with a
Well,
lot of us?
if you try to kill us, they'll get to you before they get to anyone else. I prefer putting my life on the line rather than hundreds of townspeople's.
If that's the case, you're dumb enough to let us in. We could have attacked the villagers on our way here. Guards or not, there would have been lives lost.
At this point, the gnome again slams his fists against the table and points at you like with a menacing point. It is shaking. Are you threatening us?
I am not threatening, merely saying your actions to this point have been retarded.
At that
Clearly.
point, all of the guards that were outside, there's now 50 of them, have rushed in through the doors and are pointing spears at your group.
I'm gonna face palm.
I do not speak for them, merely myself.
I'm not gonna
You
notice.
do not
I'm lost
trust
in thought.
Can you
us to
not?
do the job you called us here for. Why let us into the town? Are you going to tell us what you're here for, or need we leave?
Because they have to ask us questions. They can't do that outside the city gates.
The gnome
I'm-
puts a hand up for you guys to quiet down. And he says, he's exactly right. We do need to ask you questions. And he grumbles, and he also looks at Ire, and he's like, you are right. What are you saying is correct. But we are desperate. We can no longer put our people's lives on the line. Risking this is nothing compared to how much longer we can last. If we don't get able adventurers on the issues now, we are going to die, and there is no question about that.
It sounds like there's no time to waste. Hurry up and get to asking.
A night
Calm down.
won't make a difference. You guys shouldn't travel at night anyway. Things
Our
out there,
size degraded.
the things out there are more dangerous than you can imagine.
It's the reply burp.
Who
Oh, I had
burped?
to do-
Who burped?
I did. Oh
Whose
dear.
I
did.
did? Huh?
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Oh dear. The
Uh,
woman is smiling at you like, oh, bless his heart. He's so dumb.
Anyway,
Do I
She's
notice
just
this?
looking
Do I
at you
notice
like a
this?
mother would a child.
at this point, you see Ire getting visibly frustrated with them, and he just remains silent from now on.
And then she pipes up and asks, honestly, you don't seem like bad people. And she turns to Odir and she gives him the like, oh dear lord, this guy is too stupid to be evil. Look, and like she just thinks you're adorable right now. Like
That is awesome. I'm
and
just gonna smile.
she turns to Isambold and says, well, actually, she waves to him and says, Isambold here is just trying to ask the hard questions. You see me, she waves to Bo, and she kind of like giggles and waves to the armored guy Strum over there. We don't really think of those things. Isambold is the one that kind of guides our hand to the hard questions.
That's all fair. Let him continue his questions. Let's figure out what's going on with the situation.
He sighs and he crosses his arms and he looks down with his eyes closed and simply says, what are your reasons for being here?
Our reasons, or mine at least, is that I was summoned.
And not that you were summoned. Why would you answer a call like this?
Well, given the manner I was summoned, which I would rather not
He doesn't
elaborate
like,
upon.
He doesn't like the way you're starting your answer. Like he's already like, that's not what I asked.
Eamon's just gonna cough a little bit, see if he can get their attention.
It Did you give Strum the salute?
The salute or the
Yeah,
loot?
The salute.
I gave him a military salute for my work.
Okay. He kind of like waves to you and says, "You there? What do you have to say?"
Well, I can only speak for myself, but I was led to believe that your situation was dire, and I like to consider myself something of a knight. I wanted to come and help protect the city. No more, no less.
He starts bellowing with laughs and like slams the desk and he's like, "Oh, I like you. You would be a hardy knight."
He just nods his head. Thank you. I'm rather admirable of your mustache, my friend.
He's just like ecstatic now. You've pointed out the thing that he loves most, and Isambold just face palms at this. And he's like, "Oh, isn't it great? Isn't it like the grandest thing you've ever seen?"
It
I work
reminds
on
me
it
of an
daily.
old master of mine.
I brush it, I put lotions and oils on it. It comes out beautiful every day.
Ire, getting much more frustrated at this point, says, "Can we please get on with the points?"
Yeah, Isambold coughs again, and he's like, "No one wants to hear about your mustache, Strum."
It's a nice mustache, though.
Isambold's like, "No, what have you done?" And he's like, and Strum's like, "Isn't it?"
So you're able to afford all these lotions and oils, and yet there's people outside wearing rags.
Oh no, I collect them myself.
Again, let's move on.
I stand up, Anna, holding the glowing green rock,
Yeah.
and I say, I'm not 100% sure, but I believe that. Oh, I'm so mad that I swear I had this name right, but I just don't want to mispronounce it. It's not it. It's right. Got it somewhere here. Just want to. I think I know what it's called. It's Kurtelmac.
Okay.
Asked me for help to stop something destroying the land.
At that moment,
And I'm like kind of presenting the rock, and he gave me this to help. So I know that it was not just a mere illusion that I have spoken with this
Bio
Lord
and
of the
Isenbold's
Earth.
eyes go wide.
Do I know who this is?
Whose eye?
Ire.
No.
I'm
Oh,
the
okay.
only one who knows about these people.
Colonel Mac specifically. Only Yagrat would know.
Oh.
Oh.
However, Isenbold's and Bio's eyes go wide, and Isenbold straight up hops on the table, hops onto the chair in front of you, and snatches it. Do you let him?
No.
Okay. Dexterity check.
Good thing I'm dexterous. Please roll 20. Do not screw me. Hold on. I want to. Crap. I want to roll this dice and see how it
Well,
compares.
you still are going to need to roll in
Yeah, I know.
roll 20.
You want a saving throw or just dexterity?
Just dexterity. He snatches
is
it from your hands.
I rolled a 15 on my dice.
Oh no. And he looks at it and he's like, I have not seen one of these in years. Where did you get this?
And I kind of like shyfully say, can I have it back, please?
Do you know
Like
what this
as
is?
painfully shyfully as possible.
He holds it for another second and asks, do you know what this is?
I do not know what it is exactly, but he told me that if I were to call to any god, it would cure wounds.
He then asks, where are you from?
I've traveled a lot in my young life. I was born in Shantia?
It's actually Seoya.
Yeah, I
It's
was born there.
Ceoya.
See, yeah. God, it's so hard to
There you go.
remember. There was
No,
Yeah,
I know the name. I have trouble remembering names myself. I have like I have a map in front of me that gives me names.
okay. I was born in Seoya. Oh my! I was born there. And both my parents were outcast by their people. My mother being a demon from
Well, you
that
are
place.
a tiefling.
That's a
Yes.
Shanti, right?
That's Shantia, yeah.
I grumble to myself, you got off lucky.
Do I hear that?
Yeah, he's telling that to you.
I say it was. I tell him it was not luck at all.
I nod
And that
knowingly.
we were forced out of the kingdom before eventually they found the country of Bylum, where we were safe from the people of Chantia.
He chuckles and says, and he like
For the most part.
he like puts it in his like above his thumb in between, like as if he's gonna flick it to you, and he shows that he's flicking it to you, and he then he does dexterity check with advantage.
God damn it.
With advantage.
Okay.
Wow, you catch it. And
Roll 20 hates the hell out of me, I swear to God.
he hops back on the table. He's standing on the table. He's like, I don't give a fuck. He looks at you and he says, "You're from Bylum and you don't know what one of those are? That's a tier of Kurtulmak."
Going to the character sheet.
I'd say
Literally,
hold
I
on to
have
it
as
for dear
green rock.
life,
I've told you this.
because you've been blessed by him.
Kurtul.
I'm just going to roll inside to see how the council is reacting to the situation.
I'll tell you. Suzanne is kind of like, what are they talking about? Strom is like, my mustache is perfect.
Yes.
Have I
And
not
Bio
had my
is
mustache today?
just
Jay.
as like he knows what that is too. He was surprised
Hello?
by it too.
All right.
Hello.
I think someone fell down the stairs.
Yeah, someone's falling down the stairs.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Okay,
we can.
great. Jay,
You
can
hear
you
me
spell that
now?
out for me? The tier of turtleneck or whatever?
Turtleneck.
McDonald's got a new burger.
There you go. He spelled it. He's faster.
I literally work typing, so.
Yagrat,
Yes.
you recognize it now. You know what tiers are, and I'm going to give you some extra lore for you.
Yes.
I'm just gonna pick up from. I'm just
Okay.
going to stand up from my seat and walk over to Yagart and Amon,
Okay.
Oh, he already moved his avatar.
but just not say anything.
Okay. Isambold is standing on the table, and he's like, he turns to his fellow council members, and he says, I hate that I have to say this.
These people are the real deal.
We can trust them. Kurtlemak does not bless anyone. Especially if Did you mention the vision? I don't remember.
I did.
Me?
No,
Me.
Anna.
Anna.
Yeah.
I did say that I spoke to him, and when I revealed the green rock, I said, with this, I know it was no mere. So, I did.
Okay, so he picks up on the hints, and he's like, if she spoke with Kurtlemak, there's no way.
Oh my god.
Isambold, who burped?
That was,
Oh dear God.
that was
Oh
a
dear.
weird-
Isambold
Oh,
goes under the
dear.
table. He pulls out a what looks like to be like a graphite pen, and he just chucks it at you. Dexterity save.
Yes. How do I roll that?
Just click on the saving version. It's right next to the stat blocks. It's above
What?
skills.
Skills.
It's just a dexterity save. Bam. Oh, it hits you. Right on the face. And
Roll
he
damage.
gives you the you're being a bad student look, and is like, would you please stop doing that?
Pardon.
Oh
I'm just
dear.
gonna smile.
Ammon just kind of leans forward. He's like, "Oh dear, how much did you get from that keg?"
All of it.
I just started laughing. Odir just starts laughing. Just, oh god.
he goes through the giggle fit that I had earlier.
Pretty much.
Isambold then continues. I lost my place, by the way. Oh, okay. If she actually was spoken to by Kurtlemak, and she was given a tier, there's no way she's anything less than noble. I didn't want to use noble, but I'm going with noble.
Kind-hearted or something. I don't know.
Yeah, something nice. Good adjectives.
Pure of spirit.
I asked who this Kurtlemak is.
Anyone who knows can explain.
Gotcha. Kurtlemak is the kobold lord of earth and mining.
A god, then.
Yes.
If
Sees-
that is the case, seeing as there were others with similar visions, I guess I can elaborate some. Baratros was the one who came to me and presented me with the ticket here. And I looked directly at the dwarf who's been giving me shit.
Isambald is like, he doesn't stop you, but after that he says, "Do not tell us anymore. We do not need to hear anymore. If you guys want to talk about it amongst yourselves, you may, but you really shouldn't tell people of anything you see with the gods."
That's why Yagrat kept his mouth shut. Kept. God damn it. English.
Ammon wants
Common
to.
motherfucker.
He wants to now lean down and whisper to Yagrat. Are any of these connected to a ice woman with white hair?
Do you know of who he's talking about?
I do not.
Religion check.
I can make one.
No, it's Yagrat specifically.
Okay.
13.
Okay. You make the connections in your head. It's goddamn names. I remember now. Navali, goddess of
Goddess of
snow.
snow. So I was right. Yay.
Yep.
Do you relay that back to me?
Who?
I do.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow, I flirted with a goddess. Oh, that's not good.
Oh god.
And he just stands back at attention.
Okay. Isambald then hops off the table and he's like, "We will give you quarters for the night in the castle. After the first night, you will have to figure out quarters for yourself. There are several taverns and inns in the town. Feel free to go there and ask for to be put up."
Alrighty. Just one more question though.
Yes.
Has there been any villages or any of the sorts that's been attacked recently, or within the recent month?
There's a reason we're inside our walls. Any villages that existed are gone now. There is no more villages outside of Solposte.
And I assume you're sending us off now, but before you do, at least give us some semblance of information regarding what's attacking.
Okay. For sake of brevity, I'm just gonna tell you what is attacking. They specify bandits. Bandits have been attacking. Goblins have also been attacking. Weirdly enough, beasts are trying to get through like the patches and walls. They'll actually like strike at them and try to break through. And finally like monsters, aberrations. They just like climb up the walls and try to take people in the night.
Take them where?
They don't know. They also tell you of the temple and say, I'll do this in character. This is Bo speaks up, and this will be your first task as a group. You asked of the temple east of here, and there is an infestation of undead there. Occasionally they'll wander off and come to the city. If one of those gets inside, it will wreak havoc.
I'm assuming ghouls.
More zombies.
Close enough.
I'm just backing up very slowly with wide eyes.
The dead, they rise. This is the second coming of Jesus.
He waves to the red-haired chick and says, "Susanna here has a daughter that will lead you the day after tomorrow to there."
To the temple, I assume.
To the temple. It's not a long route, but we don't want you getting lost or, let's say, distracted.
Yep.
No lollygagging.
I see. From what I've gathered, your men are poorly trained but well equipped. Is there an armory where we could buy supplies that could help us against these monsters?
Issembold pipes up and says, "Aye, my quarter. It's you haven't seen it because of the way you came in. But if you kept
Obviously.
walking straight from the way you came in, past the fountain, and on your left, that's the crafter's quarter. You can find all manners of smithies, makers, leather workers, anything you really need."
Very well.
All right. What about terms of compensation to help us get well supplied for our quest?
I believe we were paid in advance, and I just gestured towards the bags.
That was. He kind of sighs. That wasn't a payment at all. That was my brother Vinzor being nice.
Your brother.
Well,
Our escort.
Never met a man that just hands out money.
Escort.
No,
Uh,
hold on. It's like my brother.
No, no character,
No.
character. That was just perfect timing.
Yeah.
He says your brother in questioning. He says our escort. I go that asshole.
And he kind of like is like, "Oh, I don't have time to explain to his adopted. Okay, I was adopted."
That doesn't matter. Is there anything else you need of us, or may we head out now?
Well, we're not done, but okay. He was trying to explain about the compensation.
Yeah, go on.
He
Come
keeps
on. I'm listening.
going. He says, no, that those tickets that you handed him will essentially give him money back. That's why he gave you money. He also says, he writes on a paper, and it's signed his name, and it says writ of Issembold Thorngage. And he hands it to you, Yagrat, since you're closest. He kind of hops on the table and hands it to you.
Very well.
That will get you one piece of anything. Literally anything. Don't waste it.
Is that for each member or for one
That is
alone?
one.
And what was it? It was a
Writ of
Anything.
Issembold
Basically-
Thorngage.
Yeah, we can probably use it to claim one thing in the armory for free.
For more, you're
a building.
for more, you're gonna have to bring materials to crafters. They are desperate. They're desperate for materials, so they will gladly do anything as long as you bring them a good amount.
Okay then.
As for compensation, we will pay you after the temple is cleared. But
Understood.
there will be more work afterwards. This is
Should
not
I
a one-time thing here.
Obviously. Is there anything in the temple we should be aware of or would need to retrieve?
Retrieve? No. We just need it cleared out.
All right.
Aware of, I would be careful with the undead. They aren't as stupid as they seem.
I've had a few unpleasant encounters. Do you have a brewery here? Not of ale, looking at Odir. And
I'm gonna giggle at that loudly.
Strom's
out
like,
loud.
"Aye, yes!" Doesn't even let you finish.
I flip him the bird.
do you have a brewery for potions that we
you
may use in case we are infected?
You mean an
I feel like
God, I had the word apothecary.
There we go.
Ah, yes.
You mean an apothecary? Indeed, we do. Again, it's gonna be tough
Low
with
on
potions,
ingredients.
but they're in the crafter's quarter. You can find them there. And
Alright.
Strum just kind of pipes up, the brewery's there too. Check it out.
Yeah, bro.
Irish gonna get up and start to head to the crafting district if there's nothing else.
Actually, no. That's the guard doesn't move from the doors when you try to leave.
I stop in front of him.
We're
and I
not done
look
here
towards-
yet, bud.
I stop, noticing the guards don't move, and I turn back towards the 4.
We will keep you confined to the castle for the night. You're free to do anything tomorrow, but for tonight you must stay here. The people
Fine.
will have to know of your arrival before you are allowed to leave.
I say, fine. I look towards the guard, and I say, show me to my quarters.
Isn't that like the front door?
No, it's the door to the conference room, essentially.
Susanna actually gets up, the chick, and she's like, well, follow me. And she leads you through corridors. You guys walk up some stairs. You guys are walk through another corridor, and it's just a simple door. You open it, and there are 4 bunk beds in there.
But there's 6 of us.
I said 4 bunk
There are-
beds.
Yeah, there's 8 beds total.
Oh, yeah. Derp.
Dagrat calls top bunk.
Susanna
very
just kind of
smart.
looks at you and is like, "Oh, my bless his little heart." He
I'm
can't
going to take
count.
the bunk.
And she looks at you and she's like, "Oh, I hold a school. You're welcome to come if you like."
Oh my god.
Oh my
I'm,
god. Oh, I
look at you.
I flipped the bird to the air, facing God.
And she's like, "Oh, he doesn't even know what to do."
I look at Jagger
I
and
know
say,
what to do.
She kind of
Flipping
like
the air
frowns
straight
at
to
that,
God.
and she frowns at that and like kind of slowly turns away and waves goodnight to all of you and says goodnight.
I just say good night, go bed.
2
look at
guards
Yang.
also followed her and you guys. They're positioned around your door.
are they inside or out?
Outside. They're just
Okay.
standing outside. You actually look around the room, and it looks like it's a library. There's barely any books in here, but whatever shelving there is, there's a couple hanging around.
Can I roll perception to see if there's any specific books?
Can we go with that?
Can I do investigation to see if there's anything that interests me?
Could we do this Sunday?
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna say
Get ready.
let's hold off, and this is where we're gonna end the session.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's hold off on any questions. We'll come back right at nighttime so you guys can look around a little bit before you guys go to bed.
Yeah,
All
that way
right.
just skips ahead to the future.
Exactly.
That was a nice session, though. I loved when the guards pointed everything at us multiple times.
I like how like insubordinate Ire was about the situation because
Well-
that made Isambul's job just that
Like,
much harder.
Ire was
Oh,
the
it was
insubordinate
Ire
one.
that was doing the basically
I'm starting my recording. All right, boys. Stop it! Stop it! I get distracted easy. Stop!
All right,
Okay,
everyone,
okay.
shut up and let him get his composure.
God damn it.
I knew someone was gonna do something.
I had to do it. Sorry, Jay. Go
I
ahead.
promise we're not children.
You cannot break me. Me no
At least I
laugh.
am not.